How would you describe the date culture in Brazil compared to other countries? Hi guys, wait a minute. Okay, I need to see the light's good. Okay. Ayun. Namaste, Keanu. Good morning, Mayankan. I'm good, Keanu. Aderad, Umesh, Amit, Namaste. Sudu, morning. Everybody's here. How would you describe the date culture in Brazil compared to other countries? In Brazil, the date culture is very simple because since we are a country with an open culture, open mind, it's not difficult to find someone to invite to date. In general, people ask someone to go in a restaurant or to have a coffee. Especially most of the relations in Brazil start online. Oh, my hair is bad, guys. Today I didn't have time to prepare myself for the live, so I look like a little bit lazy because it's true I slept too much. I think I'm going to put the light more close here because I don't know. I feel that it's not good. The light's better or is no, it's worst? I feel the light's not good. Namaste Aditya, आपके से हो Karan, Namaskar. Namaste Asur. How are you? Yeah, the light's going to be like this because, as I say, today I slept 1 hour more than I should, so I didn't have time to prepare myself because I did everything late. So, guys, today we're going to talk about the dates, the relationships, the marriage in this life, how we do here in Brazil. You can, guys, put your questions, and I will say everything, and I'm going to reply your questions. And you guys also is going to comment me how it is in your country because I want to know. This live is to cultural exchange. So you're going to learn with each other. And if someone's in a date, if someone from a different country, say the difference I would like to know too. Why are divorce rates high in Latin America or Western countries? Anuj, it's a good question. I think it has many reasons, but I think one of the reasons here in Latin America, people act too much with the passion and not logically. Like it's very easy in Brazil to find people that don't have job, don't have house, but is dating, already pregnant. People don't think very well in the consequence of the acts. People act too much by the feeling of the moment. It's very, very common in Brazil, people that start to date, like someone, and already going to live together without being married and get pregnant. And people here don't have tolerance to tolerating things because in a relationship, for you have a good relationship, you need to be tolerant, you need to have patience, you need to understand the other needs to and the other needs to do the same for you. And here, the marriage is not that sacred anymore. Like, if it's not good, I just can change for someone different. Hi, Jitendra, how are you? So, as a many reasons, people cheat too much and nothing happens. People don't prepare, don't thinking very well. For example, it's very common to see couples that don't have nothing in common, but stay together thinking that in the future things just going to be better. As I say, I think the most part of the people in Latin America, the divorce is because people act by the feelings and not by the logical. They're just going to live in the moment, don't think too much in the consequence of the thing. And when they think in the consequence, they just think in the good consequences. For example, I had a neighbor, and once he came back home very angry because his girlfriend burned his clothes. And I asked why she did this, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know. I just sent some message to her sister." Come on, guy. If you're going to cheat, don't cheat with the girl, with the sister of your girlfriend. It's crazy. Mhm. How are you, man? I'm good, Karam. How are you? Do you know BRICS countries, the fear of US? Yes, I love BRICS. How old are you, Rabi? 27. Do people generally prefer long-term relation in Brazil or casual relation? People like both. In general, people like both. Especially women want a long relationship, but sometimes I think most of the women still need to learn how to keep long relationships. But here it's very common the casual relationships. As someone who is trying to get a software job in Brazil, this video is what I need. What do you want to do here? Work or enjoy? Probably the both, right? Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Kadhingana. Why okay is growing in Western countries as soon? Because people don't want to deny their feelings. People like to do whatever comes to their mind. And this woke culture is going to be very popular, not just in this side of the world, but it's just time. In the future, probably in the other side of the world is going to be the same. Namaste Deji, watching your video from Bangladesh. Oh, that's good, man. Share with everybody that video from Bangladesh, like, because when people engage, the algorithm of YouTube send for more people. I think it's good that people in Brazil think from their heart and not seek materialism partner. No, they seek materialism, but they don't think logically. Is what I say. In it's all about man's property, earning, bank balance, and not about his character. But here is not much different. I think the difference here in Brazil, people don't say things like, "Oh, I want someone with money," because everybody wants to look like good, like, oh, I don't care, but people care. Obviously, in general, most of the people marry if someone that is equal. Like, you don't see rich guys marrying poor girls. This don't happen. In general, the poor marry poor, the middle class this, I think this is like in the whole world. So everybody, some people say I don't care, but they care. Because we like or not, the material is important, because if you date with someone that don't have so much money as you know that you need to support this person. And for some people it's fine, from and others not okay, because have to support someone else is difficult, depend on how much you win. Sister, have you listened Astoma? Not that I remember. So true. Yeah, I think in the whole world this of the money is the same, because doesn't matter how good someone is, the money is going to be important, especially if you want to have kids. Because so here in Brazil, I don't see, for example, rich people dating middle class. Steve in general poor with poor, middle class with middle class, and rich with rich. Like when someone that is poor is going to know a guy that is sweet. It's difficult because they don't go to the same places. Now it's back. Hare Krishna, Ketan, people always search for better, and that's fine. Yes, it's not bad because, as I say, if you have a lot of money and you date someone that don't have money, you know that you need to support that person. It's not a problem if you're fine, but it's too much responsibility. It's not everybody that you want this responsibility, especially if the person don't have much. Hi, Rohit. Sister, do you work in your country or are you studying? Studying. I used to work when I was living in another city. Now I changed it. I want to tell you one thing that you face resembles an Indian more than a Brazilian. Yeah, people. I think in Latinos and Indians are very similar because India has a lot of different features, and here we too. Radera the polemicist. You have boyfriend or not? No, Subash. So the relationships in Brazil, as I say, in general nowadays start more in the internet, in the apps. Some apps, probably some of you already know, like Tinder, because it's very popular all over the world, but has a lot of apps that people in general talk with a lot of people and then decide to go in a date and see how if it's good. They keep in this for some time till the moment that they will decide if they want something serious or not. Something that can be different from other countries, because I already heard some people say that in other countries, if you are for 3 dates in if you are date someone 3 times, it's already serious. In Brazil, it's not like that. It's not because you are seeing someone often that means that this relation is serious. Have you any plan to visit India in future? Obviously, having dating or marriage in India a Brazilian girl good or not good in future? Because culture dealing is a good question. Because I think for an Indian person date a Brazilian person, just the dating I think is not going to be difficult, but the marriage is going to be difficult. Why I say this? The language is different because in Brazil most of the people don't speak English, so obviously they don't speak Hindi or Tamil is very difficult to find. The only Brazilians that speak the Indian language is the descendants of Indians. Other thing, in India, people married in general. The girls go to live with the mother-in-law and the husband family. And here, this is something that most women hate because in general, the women cannot live with the husband family because always end in fight. Some people in Brazil live with the family of the husband, yes, but this just happens when, for example, the in-laws are very old and sick or when they have money problems. But in general, we have a saying in Brazil, quem casa quer casa. That means who marry wants a house. So here it's very important people live separately from their family because in general people who here don't like to live with their family of their partner. Doesn't matter if woman or man. And I think India the gender roles are more heavy than here. So it's going to be difficult for someone from India date someone in Brazil. It's not impossible, obviously, but the Indian person will need to change a lot, and the Brazilian person needs to change a lot. And it's not everybody that wants to do this. Chat, don't ask personal question, maybe. A good idea. Have you been to India? No, yet. How many temples Hindus in Brazil? I don't know how many, but it's not that much. Most are from ISKCON and other Gaudias. I know that here in some most of them are here in São Paulo, others in Rio de Janeiro. I know there has one in Sergipe, but it's not much. Have you ever met someone, people, someone? No, I never met someone from Samoa. Subhash, Hare Krishna, Shiva Shakti. Have you ever met? Do you know that India has the lowest number of divorce in the world? Yes, I heard this. I heard this that it's growing now, but it's still very less. I think it's because I have many things that are different. Here, the women are not so dependent, and here the divorce is not a taboo. People do divorce and marry again. In general, here a curiosity. In Brazil, people generally don't marry in the paper. They just go to live together because they think that it's easy because if they break up one day, they will not need to do all the bureaucracy of the with the lawyers. Have you ever met 18% in the couple live with families? So that's one thing that is very difficult for the mind of Latin America because here in Latin America, as I say, people don't like to live with other people because when they do this in general ending problem, especially with the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, because the in-laws want their rules, want their want put their rules in the house, and the wife and the husband want their rules in the house. And you like a lot of the privacy. In Brazil, marriages are breaking. In the marriage only is not happening. Really, why is not happening? I think there is commitment issue in Western world, yes, and knowledge. And nowadays they doesn't want to commit to only one person for the rest of their life. Yes, these two, but here in the family is important. Yeah, what I heard from India is that still their marriage and family is still much more important than it is here. Here, people is not so detached to this. People break up when they want to break up and just find it's very common here that, for example, the guy is married for 10, 20 years and he met someone that is younger and more beautiful and he just leave. Have you ever applied too much makeup like Korean Chinese woman? Every drama. I don't know how to do makeup very well. You can see. In part to the social fabric is changing, especially in metro cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore. It's true, within relation divorce rate is increasing spontaneously. Yeah, I think with time it's going to grow more and more and more because people nowadays don't have so much respect. They are not so attached to this thing of being together, especially because, for example, because has this taboo around divorce and some things like do therapy still tough. Some people don't think this is important. Some people marry with different expectations and has so many problems that can make the couples go to the divorce, not just in Brazil, but in the most part of the world. Because I think it's my perception nowadays people they expect to marry and be happy, but I think you need to be a happy person to marry and have a good relationship because I think a good relationship you need to construct every day. You need to build a good relationship every day. You and the person, you need to be in peace with yourself. You need to have a good mental health. You need to be mature. You need to be someone intelligent to have to construct a good relationship. The marriage is not going to do everything by itself. Mm. Have you reply? Divorce is low in India because of society pressures, not the other way. Yeah, it has something these two. It's difficult to someone to divorce in some countries, especially because, for example, I think that, for example, if a woman in India already have 14, 50 years, have kids. If she divorce, probably it's going to be difficult for her to marry again. Do you play chess? But in the people after marriage, they like stay with family because mother and father is good for us. Once I heard from an Indian girl, she was young that she likes to live with the family and she don't like that here we live outside because she say it's boring. It's difficult. I like to see this difference because here, as I say, most of the people don't like to live in family, but apparently in India people like even the young people of India likes to live with family. This is interesting because how things fluid in a way that things work. I would love to see in person how in India people live in a joint family without invade in the privacy of the other and how they manage this because I to be honest I feel very curious to understand how they live together and brother and sister without go crazy because I don't have idea because I grew up just me and my mom. Two persons, very simple. Namaste Zenitsu. They have nurtured and raised us. The way to see. Here, we just take care of our parents when they are really old or when they have problems. Otherwise, if they are healthy, they prefer to live alone. Because here, at least the parents prefer to be alone, especially if they are not they are healthy. You should try Chotape and Krishna First move just on some tiny unique Pokemon. Difficult to find a good translation of the movies. Yeah, Namaste Jiji, Namaste Entertainment. In India, a lot of men are avoiding marriage because of corruption, judiciary, unfair and biased laws against men. A lot of women take revenge on husband by putting false case. I think this happens all over the world. As I say, people in general, people marry, but they don't have the maturity to be in a marriage. I think most of the people don't have, and everything's flowers till the divorce. In divorce, you know who is who. What problems you face if you marry an Indian boy? First, the if I married someone from India, we will need to decide if I will live there or he will live here because India people like to live with the parents. If he come here, it's not going to be possible, obviously. And if I go there, I need to have documents. I need to leave the things here. What's difficult? I will need to think in how I'm going to live there. If I will be able to live with a lot of people that I don't know, especially I think if they speak English good, if they don't speak, how are going to deal? And what their expectations they have about me because as I say in the beginning I think India their gender roles is still more important than here. For example, I think that in India the in-laws expect something from the wife from the daughter-in-law that here their in-laws don't expect because I think in India the families everybody has their role, everybody needs to help. So I will need to learn the expectations of the family about me to know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. And as I say, if for someone leave for me to leave my country, to leave my family, to go to the other side of the world is a very difficult decision because I need to think I'm going to be able to work there. How is to work in a culture completely different? I'm going to have opportunity. And because if I don't have the opportunity there, how am I going to maintain myself? My husband, you'll be able to support me fully. Search about recent suicide of in the metal Subashi was hurt by wife and oh, I heard about this. I already heard about this. How they I saw that this is common in the more than should be. But I think people in the most talk about needs to learn more about emotional how's the word? Emotional intelligence. It's very difficult to deal with things. As I say, divorce in India is something that cause a lot of problems. It's not that easy. That's why in Brazil some people don't marry in the paper. They just going to live in the house. But this also ends in problem. Namaste, Raj. I am so much happy to see you and your vlogs about Brazilian, Indian, Sanam culture. I'm happy that you like Raj. I want to know your opinion means what you want a long relationship or a casual. Just for me, just long term. Just long term. Bangladesh King do Utpal. I like Anita Brazilian pop star, really. She's good. Anywhere you are in relationship or not? No, why not? Namaste from Bangladesh do Namaste Utpal. Have you ever visited Bharat? No. What do you do professionally? Love it. I know I am not working now. Just doing content creation. Just studying. Love and respect from Bangladesh Hindu. Thank you. Indian. So I have any chance or not? I was shocked to know Neymar also cheated with girlfriends and also he was kid with different and is not married crazy stuff. Yes, this is ridiculous. I don't understand how someone stays a person have a kid and go to other and more kids and more. But unfortunately, this is common in Brazil. And for me, this is crazy because for me, especially have kids, something really serious. I will not date someone that I know married and have a kid, and date with other have kid like it's just toys, like it's life. People, as I say in the beginning, people here don't think logically. They act in the moment without thinking the consequence. Most of the people here don't have money or emotional intelligence to maintain themselves, but they go there and have kids like kids are just toys. Like I it's crazy. People here needs to be more. They need to think more. They need to understand that is their life, is the life of the kid. They need to think more in what the things they're going to do and the consequence, especially the bad ones. Neymar have a long story of cheating. In India, the wife and her mother-in-law have issues when they live together. I think it's normal all over the world. Ashaya Paula. Especially if you one don't respect others, always going to have problem. Jitendra Singh, how are you? You read awfully slow for some reason. No, it's because I have a lot of comment. You should react to the Mahabharata series. Here in India, still most of the time parents live with their children even after they marry. It's have both their pros and cons, like in-laws you helping house for the works taking of grandchild. And yeah, everything has both sides. Everything has both sides. The good side, I think, I never lived in a joint family, so I don't know, but I think if everybody lives together, you're going to have company, you will have people to help you in the chores, people to talk and go to the place. If you live alone, you're going to nobody to talk to you, to the company, but you will be, it's your house, it's going to be your own rules. You will do whatever you want without need to think in the opinion of the other. So live with the family and live alone. Both have good sides and bad sides. But now tell me, guys, you like to live in a joint family? You guys really like? So many guys are trying to flirt with you. Hi, Giseline. Hi, SM. Right, nice to see you again. It's good to have you here. And you, Brazilian men and women are attractive because they care about fitness, yes, and live in pollution-free environment. I like Brazil's beach and no pollution, but I hate crime in Brazil. Yes, here pollution exists, especially in the poor neighborhoods. If you're going to, for example, here in my neighborhood, you're going to see a lot of trash in the streets. But if you go to better place, especially in Brazil, places that receive a lot of tourists from the other side, other countries, it's very clean because the government wants to wants to make the foreigners think that everything's fine, but it's not like that exactly. People here do a lot of fitness, go to the gym is very common in Brazil. People like to be strong, fitness. What else? The crime is we have a lot of problems in security, unfortunately. Sometimes I don't like to walk alone at the night. I try to avoid a lot to walk alone in the streets at night. Where are you from? I am from Brazil, Kabir. Madhur Prat, Namaste. What does think Brazilian girl about date and marry? What character person like in life about Brazilian girl for a man? Brazilian girl like to have dating or marriage partner or in. So, Karam, everybody has their expectations, the way of thinking, but in general, people here they want like security. For example, if you want to marry, you need to let clear that you want this and how you want this. For example, in general, women in Brazil like to marry, but they also like to having their privacy and their personal life with their friends and family. I don't see problem in marry for here. Most of the women don't have a problem to date a foreigner, but in general, they prefer the men from that it's similar to us, the other Latinos or Americans, Australia, because have bad stereotypes of the men of Arabs, Africans, and Indian, because and other things, the cultural difference. I think most of the women in Brazil will have difficulty to marry an Indian because of the family. Because, as I say, for someone marry India or the Indian needs to leave their country to come here, or the woman needs to go there. And if she needs to go there, she'll need to left their family, their job. So it's a difficult decision. Most of the women here don't like to live in with in-laws. I already meet Brazilian women that is married with Indian men and almost then don't live with their parents-in-law because they didn't accept. So I think, as I say, most of the women here don't have problem to date a man from different nationality, but in general they prefer someone with a culture that is similar. And the preference in general, the women prefer a man that is a little bit romantic and gentleman. I think this is equal in this all of the world. Respectful, that don't stay so much like don't try to take so much the control. You are doing job or any other work? No, just studying. One big issue is divorce numbers are really high in Western. Is it same there? Yes, here a lot of divorce. I think the rate of divorce is not higher because, as I say in the beginning, people here in general they don't ever marry in the paper. They just go to live together in the same house without the marriage because they think that it's easy like this. And marriage in Brazil is very expensive, so it's very common that people chose to do not do the real marriage, the party, and they use the money for other thing like the house or a trip. But in general, they just go to live together. What do you think that we Indians should admire or adopt from Brazilian culture? Wait, it's a good question. Never lived in India, so I don't know exactly how people act in daily life. But I just know the things that I heard, and I think Indians could learn with Brazilian. For example, the parents maybe should not interfere so much in their choice if the kids already adult. I think the cleanliness, like I already heard that India is very polluted because it's very. This is what I heard from people that already lived here. There, people like eat a candle and put the trash in the street. Here, some people do it, of course, but it's less. So I think Indians could do this too, like don't put trash in the streets or clean the streets because in Brazil it's very common. You see the old ladies sweeping the street to everything look clean, organized. Take shower before sleep because I heard that in India people prefer to take shower in the morning. Here we have both in the morning and the night. I don't know if it's true. Other thing that I always heard that Indians do, and here is not something good, is that Indians look too much, stare too much. And here this is a bad thing because people feel very uncomfortable. And I heard that Indian, when a foreigners, that they look too much. So don't stare too much should be a good thing. You have great understanding of family values and expectations. Appreciate, yes. So don't you? I don't want. I don't want a life like most of the Brazilian women. Like date someone today, they have a kid, and tomorrow for another. Mm-mm. For me, I still think that marriage is something really sacred. If I'm going to marry, I need to have sure that I'm not going to do divorce because I don't want to do divorce. It's okay to not having kids, but then I thought that if your parents also thought of same thing, there will be no one of us. Yes, keep them. I saw one Indian vlogger who visited Brazil. Is content the temple is very beautiful. People in the temple were very happy, enjoy eating. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool. It's called spread the Krishna conscience in the world. So in general, when people follow Krishna here, they start to be vegetarian. Not all, but I think most of them. They start to do things similar to Indian. So we become more connected with the Indian culture because I think for us that follow Sanatana Dharma and from a different part of the world, we start to deal more with the Indian culture because Sanatana Dharma was appeared, it developed in India. So many things from the culture come in their religion. So when we adopt this spiritual path, we adopt some parts of Indian culture. Guys, Latinos are difficult to handle for Indians. Don't try. Yeah, it's a very different culture. I don't think that is impossible a relationship between them because I always saw many Latinos and that date Indian men from other parts of the world. But for people from different cultures, cultures that are so different, needs to have a lot of patience, tolerance, understanding. Because, as I say, if I married an Indian man one day, I will need to try at least live with his family in a different way that I will do if you're a Brazilian family. Even the clothes, because India is more conservative. The women dress more. Well, I think that women dress more conservative. In Brazil, the women use very short pants. They use very tight clothes. In Brazil, the women like to use tight clothes, small shorts, and I think that probably most of the Indian men will not enjoy this, especially in their country. People prefer individualism and privacy more than family structure. Yes, this is a good. As people prefer here, our culture is very individualistic. This is everything. We we are teach to do what's best for us, not thinking the family and the society. And people think a lot of privacy. That's why most of the women that I meet that are married with the Indian, they didn't accept to live with the Indian's family because people are always talking about the privacy. People here like to live in a house and do whatever they want in the hour they want without thinking the others. Our culture is like this. We are taught to be individualistic, independent. So that's why I think it's difficult for example, someone from Brazil marry someone from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, because it's everything very different. To be in a relationship like this, you need to be very tolerant, needs to have a lot of understanding. It's not impossible, but it's difficult. It's not everybody that wants to do this. Hi, friend. Hi, Raghavendra. I'm good. How about you? I heard because of so many Brazilian value honesty, kindness, and loyal guy more. Yes, everybody wants someone that's loyal, but this is so difficult to find here. Ashaya Palava usually grandparents and children like or enjoying joint families, but not the parents, husband and wife. Why? What do you think you are planning to marry foreign or Latinos only? I don't care for the nationality, to be honest. I don't think too much in the nationality. I think in the loyalty, the respectful, the understanding, because doesn't matter if it's Latino or from a different culture. For a relation works, as I say, needs they both respect, understand, be patient, especially if it is an intercultural relationship. The understands needs to be more present because some things maybe he'll not understand about me and some things I'll not understand about him. And if the guy is from a different nationality, a different culture, probably I will do things that he'll not going to like, but I will not know that this is disrespectful in his culture. And probably he will do and say things that for me is disrespectful, but he will not know that is disrespectful. I will need to teach my culture. He you need to teach his culture. But as I say, I don't care much for the nationality, but the values and the goals. What do you think you're? You marry me? Just kidding. W2. Hello, Vendra. Ashaya Palava. Do Brazilian parents kick their children out of the house once they become a teenager? No, they don't kick. But in general, kids, when they find a job, a good job, that it's enough for them. One thing that they go. But one thing that's curious nowadays is more common to stay in the parents' house because in Brazil things are very expensive. The economy is not so good, so it's becoming more common. People stay for more time in the parents' house than it was in the past. Because in the past, people used to marry early and go to live their husband. Nowadays, it's more common to see people of 30 years living with their parents than it was in the past because of the economy. Really, this is much more common nowadays in the middle class and the poor class. People stay for long with the parents. Nowadays, it's more common that people wait to marry to live alone, but it's just because of the economy. Because the salary here is not much, so to save money, people prefer to stay more time with their parents. So one day they buy their house and live well. But it's not like I think they kick out the teenagers more. United States culture here, people stay more with the family. The colonizers like British or Portuguese or French have spread bad narrative about the Indians, Africans, the nations which they colonized. It will take some time for this perception to change. These two, but I think it's not just this. It's because the ethnocentrism. People in general see their culture like the better, and the others are not good or it's not interesting. So, especially because of the media that we see now, for example, in Brazil, I don't see many good things coming from India. I saw more bad news, for example, if a husband, their wife, I see this in the news, but I never saw good things. This is a problem. What are a few questions you have about merging this and RG? Actually, I would like to know more about the country of. I think most of the people here are from India, Nepal, or Bangladesh, right? So tell me about you. I want to know from you how guys married there, like their relationship before the marriage. In general, is still the arranged marriage more common than the love marriage? Tell me, guys. I want to know. In India, even love marriages are kind of arranged because couples just don't fall in love; they find love. You know what I mean? I already heard this. I already heard this that even the love marriage in India is still arranged. But what exactly is arranged marriage? Is the union of the family or you go to learn more? It's difficult to understand for me. I think India, especially the arranged marriage, people need to create the love step by step, or I'm wrong. They learn how to love the other. We stare too much because we believe we have X-ray vision. Yeah. I think it's a thing that is not just India. I heard that in many other cultures like this, but here, if you stare too much for someone, people don't like. People feel very angry with this. What's your real name? Is Gislaine. I already thought to change my name because I don't like, but is Gislaine. Yes, India especially who are extroverts, not just stare but smile at strength. Me being India myself, parent is a lot. I know that's a culture thing. Maybe it's normal in India. The problem is not smile. People here smile, but not much. Because here, if you look too much for someone, if you don't have a good reason, people feel very angry. But I can handle this Latino gesture. You need to be very patient to deal with Latin. I think Indians and Latinos have so much things that are different, but also have a lot of similarity. I always heard that Indians are very warm, very welcome, smile a lot. And Brazilians is also like that. The Indians are talkative and Brazilians are talkative too. Raj, love from the love from Brazil, Raj. Good evening, Ayush. I love this name, Raj. Love it from India, Jitendra. India have different cultures. You can generalize not so all are different. All Indians are not conservative. It's difficult to teach you. It comes about different cultures. Yes, India is a very different country because I have different cultures, different religions. You cannot say that someone, a Muslim, is going to be equal. A Hindu, the North, and the South people is going to be the same. You should check out the Latino location. In English is Peru, in his India. Amazing, come check out. Okay. Namaste, Ayush. I'm good. How about you? Arranged marriage are more common than love marriage, Mayank. And people are finding this. The new generation is still fine with the arranged marriage. Tell me the good and the bad about arranged marriage. I want to know. Long back in Brazil, like in the 50, 16, people used to do arranged marriage here. My grandmother had an arranged marriage, but it's not popular anymore. Here in Brazil, the only ones that is still doing arranged marriage is people, the descendants of Arabs, Turk, or indigenous. The indigenous people still doing, but it's not that common anymore. There are 8 types of marriage are mentioned in Vedas. You can search on Google. I heard that has the arranged, the love, the Ashura, the other one that I forgot. I just remember 5 or 4. Jiji is good name. Bien. Really, I don't like the Jiji is cool, but G's line, I don't think that is good. I always thought to change. Namaste Surendra 2051. Indians guys don't want to marry Indian girls because of law against men girls and misusing laws. Oh, really? You should join ISCO in Brazil. Most of the temples here are from them. They do the most things of Hindus in Brazil. They organize the events. They bring the gurus. Tell us about family structure in your country and who else is in your family. Do you guys have close relations with your family members and relatives? The family structure in Brazil. Brazil is a oriented family, not much as India. People like to go to their parents in the weekend to eat and talk and have a good moment. And when we are in a relationship, we also go to the house of our in-laws in the weekends, once or twice in the month. We eat, have a good time, and back to home. So it's very common that the sister-in-laws or the brother don't deal so well together. Sometimes it's also common. Everything's common. Has people that have good relationship with the family of their husband or wife, people that don't have a good relationship. But in general, people like to spend time together, go to parties at home in the Sunday or Saturday to eat, listen songs, dance, and talk about the things. And talk about me, I live with my mom, just my mom, and most of my family, like I have families in Rio de Janeiro, I have some parts that are in Sergipe, I have some uncle aunties that live in Bahia, different states of Brazil. Everybody spread the country. You should go in Brazil to learn more about in the Hare Krishna surrender. I learned a lot with the Hare Krishnas. What's your views on software engineers? Do you prefer date any software engineer? I don't think much about the profession of the guy. Gigi, do you want me to send your Bhagavad Gita? I can mail you. I already have. Arranged marriage has few issues, such sometimes wife doesn't align with their in-laws. I think this come out the word. Women in general have problems with other women. And how you deal if one day you get married and your wife have problem with your mother-in-law, how are you going to deal with this, Mayank? Early India had more arranged marriage either through reference of relatives, through newspaper matrimonial, but these days the marriage scene just has changed. More people are dating. Yes, but people are dating more, but also the divorce is more. Maybe has a relation or not. What you guys think? Because now people have more freedom to decide with who they want married, but they have the intelligence to choose well. Have you ever come to India? No. Why arranged marriage was considered good because In case of dispute at the later stage, they usually mediate and settle in the dispute. But then, with more and more nuclear families nowadays, arranged marriages were not possible. That's why they go for dating more now. Hmm. Yes, also I think the influence of the Western countries. But you guys, someone here is already married? Tell me. Some of you already married? How it is? It was arranged or love? Do you play any sports? No, I used to do when I was young. I did karate and what else? Basket. I did basket when I was a kid, but nowadays I don't do more. K- KL, yes. Oh, the light. I feel a problem with the light. The light's so bad. As I say, today I didn't have time to prepare myself well to do the live because I feel there has a lot of shadow here. Rosemary, same community. I want to visit Brazil one day. What's the best place to go in Brazil? In Brazil has a lot of places. You have a lot of beaches, beautiful beaches, forests, and we don't have palace and things like that like India. We don't have palace, castle. We don't have this. It's more nature. The nature of Brazil is beautiful. So it doesn't matter if you go to São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Amazonia. All the states have beautiful things to see. Maranhão, arrangements. Cadeira de Jiji, cadeira de movies. But in each city of Brazil do you live? I live in São Paulo. What's your daily routine? I do the puja, I do the chores at my home. I start to work after I stood, and now I'm trying to be more focused in the channel. I want to do this professionally, so I use a lot of time to create content, write description. But in general, it's this. I do the push in the morning. After I do everything that I need to do in the house, I study most of the time. And now I find time to create the things for the YouTube. I want to do another channel, not now, in some time, about my daily routine more for real. Neymar recently cheated with his girlfriend, also has kids at different moments. Shocking, crazy, yes. Solaris, Solaris, curiosity high. Which Indian vegetarian food is your favorite? Paneer? I do like side with wife because Evan thought I love my parents, but Evan, I and wife doesn't love each other. Always have conflict and child upbringing gets affect. Yeah, conflict is something that always going to exist. If you fight with your husband and wife needs to be very patient, understand the other very well. You guys are able to hear me because my mic and the battery. An Indian food delivery app founder married a Mexican woman, and I think we will see more Indian Latina couple in future, especially Indian guys who are good looking, understanding, and kind. Yes, has a lot of Indians married. I already saw Indians married Brazilians, Mexicans, especially Peru, girls from Canada. I already saw two Indian women that married Brazilian men. One of them live here in Brazil, and other live in India. Nowadays, it's become very common, especially because of internet. A lot of couples are hanging from internet. No voice. Really, nothing of voice, nothing, nothing. You guys cannot hear me. Oh my gosh. Tell me, guys, you can hear me? We can hear you. So I don't have the mic anymore, so I try to speak louder. I think you are saying something, but no, you're not audible. Yes, now okay, now okay. Now it's good. Yes, baby. Can you give me mode? Okay, yes, sound and voice now from your side. Talk there. That's really a good thing. We can hear you. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because my mic, I need to charge. Because I used to record a video before yesterday. I spent the whole day yesterday editing a video about the Brazil, how the Indian culture influenced Brazil. I think I'm going to upload tomorrow. No, so I forget to charge the mic. Are you a student, man? Yes, Karam. Yes, you can hear. Okay, that's good. Now only this talk left on internet to discuss. No need, you are perfect. Oh, that's good. Oh, what are you studying? Cosmetology. Did they have you read Ashtavakra Gita? No. Wait a minute, guys. I just need to put the phone to charge the mic. Okay, I'm back. Do your questions and I'm going to be able to answer now. We wait for your new video. I think I'm going to upload the new video tomorrow. The influence of the Indian culture and the Brazilian culture. I just need to finish the thumbnail because I already did the whole day yesterday. It's better the okay, that's good, the voice. How to raise a Latina, I need some be good, act good, be respectful, understanding, romantic. I came to know Brazilian culture on your channel, not about dating. But I say it in the other live that in this life is going to be about relationship because it's also culture, how people enter in relationship, how they live is also part of the culture because you can see how people think. But if you have other questions about the culture, you can ask. If you don't mind, what's your age? 27. Have you seen the video of Free Fire Brazil where they had insulted the Hindu and Muslim gods? No. What are your thoughts about it? I didn't see because I don't watch videos of games in general, lock shocks. Unfortunately, Brazil is a Christian country, so They think the Hinduism is evil, so I'm not surprised, to be honest. And it has this stereotype about Muslim being, you know, anything that I cannot say here. Are you ISKCON devotee? I didn't initiate myself in school, but when I started to learn about Sananda, I learned with them. I still listen to them because they are more common in Brazil than any other traditional in India or tradition of Hinduism. So many Brazilians in Australia too, usually a shot with them. Yes, United States, Canada, UK, Australia has a lot of Brazilians that go to try a better life. An Indian YouTuber living in Brazil speaks Portuguese. His name is Raja, and his channel name is Raja Pibers. I think I already saw. He's fluent in Portuguese and told now well he's treated in Brazil by Brazilian. In Brazilian people in general are very welcome. We don't have problem with immigrants or people that come here. Has a lot of immigrants in Brazil, especially from Africa, Asia, not and other Latin countries like Venezuela, and more recently Cuba, Peru. I know Brazilian women are very dangerous. They beat their men a lot. Brazilian men are under threat. Really? Where do you saw this? Just a little bit. But you look too younger. What's the secret, baby? Be vegetarian. How religions are a virgin Brazilian? Are they more conservative, liberal like European? How religious? Well, most people here are Christian, and we have different types of Christian. The ones that are the Protestant, they are more conservative, and have the others that are not so conservative, like the Catholics. The problem, in general, most of the people are like, they are not so conservative. How much kind and respectful before to reach the boundaries of simp? Depends on the person. Depends on the person. Bye bye, did it take care? Hare Krishna, take care, movies. Does your family follow Hinduism too? No, just me. I am the only one. Ritki, hello, Jiji, looking beautiful today. Thank you, Ritki. I'm terrible today. Because as I said, I didn't have time to do nothing look like this. So up, I don't know why. What's your name? Gislaine. My name is Gislaine. What was the most important thing which attracted you first towards Hinduism? I have 2 videos talking about this if you want to go there to sub, but is the way the Hindus see God, the Brahman, the concept of Dharma, the values taught by Krishna, and also the freedom, how I have different ways to see the life and the spiritual journey. Can you read on my Brazilian funk? Can you react on my you have a funk? Devil Aria, really? What's your age? In Brazil it's 151. The petty Indian couple now, the Indian guy lives in Peru with his Peruvian wife and have now daughter. Indian men are great fathers and never abandon the child. They have 2,000 screens. Oh, that's good. In Brazil, this is a big problem. Has a lot of kids without father because the men don't have compromise with the family so much. I think Brazil is one country with the most higher percentage of how's the word? A high percentage of fathers that leave their kids. Good, bless you, keep going on. Thank you, Bagbila. Come India, look Sharma. I would love. I want to go today. I will go one day. Krishna is going to support me. What subject do you study and at which university? I studied cosmetology. How is your indie progress till now? I always think that I'm not doing good. I always think that things don't fix that much. to be honest. I'm trying to be more involved with the language and trying to read more and especially listen because I think I have more problems listening because some words are so similar and have different accents across the India. So I need to pay attention very well in the audio, listen more than once to understand better what they are saying. I think I should do a video one day about how I study. Brazilians are very diverse and multicultural. Yes, Solar is one of the Brazilian guy I know. He visits our temple very often. Yeah, Brazil has different cultures. Not that deep or much as India, but we have because Brazil we have a lot of African descent, Arabic descent, and indigenous. So it's a mix of white, European, and African culture. Sei que esse Homer doston to everyone here, meaning how are you, my friends? Yes. You can ask us if you find any difficult in learning Hindi. As I say, my difficult is to memorize and understand because some words are so similar. And when people speak, I need to learn. I need to hear again to know if exactly what I heard. I'm trying to learn Spanish, but it does come naturally. Yes, because it's difficult to learn a new language, especially a language that is so different. It needs time. You need to be patient because everything's difficult. The grammatical, the words, the sounds. But Spanish is really difficult. Even for me, that speak Portuguese, and Spanish is 80% similar to Portuguese, is difficult. Can you imagine for someone that have a completely different language? You should try talking in the two software because they are good at various languages. A lot of Indians working as software engineers all over the world, dating girls. Like in India, men are so faithful that they don't even leave their kid alone, even if the kid's born through an affair outside of marriage. Oh my gosh. Are there cartels in Brazil too? Probably. Probably. Brazil is famous for good beats. How far in the nearest beat? I think here almost 3 hours in a car. Good night, time for me to go to bed. Have a lovely day ahead and we wait for your new video. Oh, have a good night, sleep well. Solaris, thank you for your presence here. Indian people in chat showing how much Indians are good. Actually, why you not showing our Turkmenistан? लड़की देखी नहीं turkey अपना start. Hey sister, hello Pranjal. Do you have any friends from India? No. I am from Bangladesh, Pranjal. That's cool to hear how things there in Bangladesh. Pranjal, tell us. I agree with Kael. That's why many Russian girls is interested in Indian men. What's time there now? Here it's 11:15 morning. Almost time for the lunch. It's still morning thing for you already late. Right. So let's back to the topic. Already someone's getting ready for the marriage or not? I heard of safety issues in big cities like Rio as people get robbed. Is it safe to live in your city? Not much. In my neighborhood, actually, it's not safe. As I say in the beginning, Brazil has a lot of problem with crimes, especially robbery. So if you come to Brazil, in our case, take care. Take care of your phone, gold necklace. Depend on the place you go. You need to take care, keep your eyes very open. Ritki Pandey first of all usually Korean or Indian. I think the Russians like money. Sorry, I know. Don't worry, sister. Your warrior brother is ready to fight against them. Oh, so cute. It's 7:45 p.m. here. Oh, different, completely different our time zone. Arranged marriage are bad. Gigi, a lot women love if someone other marry a guy just because he's financially stable and boy doesn't know about it. So it's like a business deal. I will never do arranged marriage. Mm, yes, it's difficult. The view show me that then oh go check on. Hi, love from Uttar Pradesh. Hi, hey, how are you? Gigi, please come in the vacation. I go one day. I know that one day. I don't know when because it's too far, it's too expensive, but I will definitely. I think most of the Hindus from Brazil, United States, want to go to India at least once in life. In countries like America, people hate Indians, especially Hindus. Does this happen in Brazil too? I think people don't hate Indians, they just don't know much. And unfortunately, the media is not good because, as I said before here, you just receive bad news from India, especially about rape. We don't see much good things. And people here in Brazil confuse the Indians with the Arabs and think sometimes the Indians are Arabs and has a bad stereotype about Arabs being terrorists. So that's it. But people here in Brazil are very welcome. People like foreigners, doesn't matter the country. People just don't know much well about Indians. Do you have any friend from India? Ashaya, no. Are you married? No. Sister, is there any temple near to your house? Near, no. I think the most close are like 1 30 minutes in a bus. The problem is everywhere about safety and another and good people are everywhere. I meet many Brazilian person in my life. Brazilians are nothing good and have a smile on face. Yes, Brazilian generals are good people to talk. We are very welcome. Of course, has the bad ones, obviously, but they are the minority. Do you know how to wear a sari? I never try it. I think it's more difficult than I think. Maybe by to go to the temple. Because here I don't have saris because it's not something that I'm going to be able to use just in the temple. So it's expensive and don't have many good options here. I am from India, Nova Delhi. What's so bad about arranged marriage? Most love marriages fail. People cheat or divorce when born. True. Hungry bees. I think the problem is not the arranged or the loved, is what happens after when people are living together. The problems because when you see someone, at first we fell in love because you just see the good parts of this person. It's just when you go to live in the house, in the same house, you are able to see the real person, the manias, the behave. You see how this person act when they are angry, sad, happy. So I think for me it doesn't matter if it's arranged marriage or it's love marriage. The problem is what comes after the marriage. And the problems are the same because in the beginning everybody is in love, excited for the new life, but after the marriage the passion are decline, the problems start to come, pay the things, who is going to take care of the house, so the fights start to come because when you live 25 hours with someone, it's easily to have fights. So, in the end of the day, this marriage arranged a love is going to have the same problems. Mm, I am from. I thought you'll be counted as being friend, but financially disappointed. I thought you'll be counted as being friend, but finally disappointed. Why? I found out that the Russian girls are more into Korea. How did you come to know about Hinduism, and what did you like most about Hinduism that made you become new? I have two videos talking about if you want to watch there. But as I say, what I like more, it was the concept of Dharma, the way to see God that is so unlimited. It's completely different from the things that I learned as a kid. The variety, how Hinduism talks about so many things in life, like the body, the soul, the mind, the culture, the values. So freedom, the judgment, the many ways to see and approach life. The things of life, the spirituality, is the spirituality the most immersed deeply in the spiritual world, but also in a social world. It's literally a compliment. Actually, rapes testing about Indians misleading. India has highest population, hence we have highest number of rapes. But when we check rapes per 10 people, it has one of the lowest rates of rapes. Good to know. Ashaya Pavlov. Oh yes, Science India has almost 2 billion. Everything's going to be more than probably here. Mm, Yesterday, an 18-year-old Indian Gukesh became world champ after 2013 final world chess champ. Oh, beating Darnell from China. That's good. I never hear racist attack on India in Brazil, but I always hear from you saying in Canada against Indians. I don't mind if Brazilians don't know about India. Indians also don't know about Brazil. True. That's why you guys should be here. Learn a little bit with me. I learn with you, you learn with me. Because as I say, in India, people are cool. In general, people are cool, are fine. Obviously, we have the racist people. Yes, we have. But they keep quiet because here people don't tolerate that much. With time now, with the internet, the media, people are learning more about different cultures. The problem is the language different from people from United States and other countries. People don't speak English, so it's difficult. The Brazilians learn more deeply about the Indians and other countries like this. By Hare Krishna, by Sudanshu, you, you marry Hindu boy Maharshi. I prefer someone from my religion, obviously. Please react hyper questions video about DNA. Okay, I love South America. One day I will go on vacation there. It's difficult to find a vegetarian food there. Home meat. So home meat is not difficult nowadays to find vegetarian foods, but in Latin America and South America, people love meat, especially beef. So with you're going to be able to find good vegetarian options in most of the restaurants nowadays, yes. But it's not going to be so much variety as you can find in meat. But yes, you can find good vegetarian options, especially in places that are very touristic. Please read hypercrest bits about DNA. Okay. Did you did your church fathers and your parents stop you from becoming Hindu, and do they bother you to become a Christian again? I have a video that I upload some days about this, but I'm going to give you a resume. My mother don't go often to church. It's very difficult. She born in a Christian family, but she don't follow everything because she believes that the Bible were re-script many times for different people, so it's not the real word exactly of God. Nobody's know what God really says. So she's not attached to the church. So she never tried to convince me to be Christian. I never follow Christianity for real. I were not following Christ. I were not going to church. I grew up without go to church. Indians are getting richer and richer in USA and more power than the Western states. So Indians have one more property. That's good. I think India in general is growing. When I saw the economy there, the things India is growing in general. This is good. Some time ago, I saw the new constructions in Mumbai. I thought they're really cool, really beautiful. Uh, what average age of marriage in Brazil? Here we don't have an average age, but in general, after 27, 30 years, 35, I think here people take more time to merge than in India. But in general, after 27, 35, in general, the male is older, the woman is younger. But we also have, I think it's more common in India, the age gap. Like old man, younger woman, especially if the man has money, obviously. Next July, are you visiting São Paulo? Really? That's so cool. Where you want to go? Bagdabila. Have you had breakfast yet? I can cook some Indian breakfast for you, by the way. Have you tried any Indian dish yet? I already had breakfast. I ate couscous. That is a corn food. What you know? How to cook? Which foods you know to cook well? Tell me. I already tried paneer. I think it's the only food that I had. Indian food. I chai and then golden milk. Bogota in São Paulo. That's good. I never saw any rape happening anywhere in my surround so far. I am from India. And nobody's going to see these things happens when nobody's watching. Do you eat more maize corn like Mexico or eating Brazilian cuisine? Here has a lot of corn food. A lot. But we don't have so many like Mexico. They have different types there. How to find Brazilian girls on the internet? Are there any forums? If you want to meet girls, doesn't matter the place from different countries, probably the apps. But I don't know if they're going to pay attention because if someone lives so far, why to talk with them? Indians want more property in England, so whites are countering this with being raised against it because of our more skilled workforce. More and more people are going to Europe, so they are insecure. Really? I don't doubt. White people hates when the immigrant do well in life. Locksharks hated it. There are little some bots or fake. I don't know. That are pretend to be Indian and are purposely talking about Brazilian Latin woman only like the one man karate. I'm sorry for that. Always going to have like these. These boats are out of their mind. Is a price when you start to grow appear more this time. These boats are out of. Do you have Arya Samaj organization there? These people are generally teaching English as per that philosophy areas is going somewhat commercial religion organization. So most of the Hindus in Brazil are from Islam because I don't saw any people from different traditions come. For example, here we don't have the Sri Sampradaya. The Nimbarka, I just know one person from Nimbarka, and we don't have here. It's probably here most of the Hindus that come to teach is from Gaudiya Vaishnava because they are the only one that do proselytism, so they invite people to Hinduism. In my town, 6 7. In my town, 6 seconds paces every 1 minute. Wow. Are you vegetarian or do you consume meat? Vegetarian. Smile. Prakash. Do your friends criticize you being a Hindu? No. I mean, do you face racism in society because you are Hindu living Christian? No, because they don't know that I am. Some people I don't talk like this, and people who know don't say anything because I do not tolerate. I don't bother anyone, and I don't like that anyone bother me. I give respect. I have heard that in Brazil girls are get pregnant in their teens. True, it's very common. I think Brazil is one of the countries most teenagers pregnant. This has become a serious situation. Yeah, it's a serious situation, but it's for long. It's not something new, unfortunately. It's not new. It's not just in Brazil, but all Latin America. I think most of Latin America have high rates of pregnancy in teenager. Chinchilla, hi, how are you? Yeah, girl, I am also about. Uh, have you wear any Indo traditional clothes or do you have any? I have the view, the kanti, but if you are talking about saris, dhoti, no. Namaste, Jiji. Hi, Gargi. Finally, you appeared. Neil Sati, nice. Shame, I don't know about message on the girl in India. What's the marriage age for girls in Brazil? Medium. In general, people marry women and men after 25, 27, 35. From 27, 25 is the media. Don't have a right age. I think in India people marry a little bit early, right? 24 depends, especially in the village. Bro Slate get his answer. Guys, you can ask and don't forget to press the like button, okay, guys? Don't forget to press the like button to the live grow more and be sent for more people. Put all your questions. Indians are doing late marriage nowadays, yes. With time, I think with time it is going to be more common, especially because people need to work more, do career, especially women, and take a marriage nowadays. Maybe it's not that easy. People are not so tolerant anymore. People don't see marriage like they used to see in the past. Please put a bindi on your face. It looks nice. Yes. I think most of women look better with bindi. Here, I don't find bindi so often and it's a little bit more expensive. That's why I don't use much because bindi is not something that you can find easily in Brazil. I like the ones that are small and I never find here. So I need to buy from other countries and it becomes expensive. You are from Brazil? Yes, in Madrid. Do you do yoga? The postural yoga? No, anymore. My friend married 2 days after she turned 18. She was waiting for her legal age. Oh my gosh. And his age. Please tell me that it's the same that her. One can follow or practice Hinduism even wearing Western or Brazilian dress. Dress or food has nothing to do with practicing Hindu. Yeah, I think this. Actually, this is one thing that I don't like much about ISKCON. They say that you don't need to dress like Indian, but they made people dress like Indian. And I don't think that's good because we don't need to stop to use our Brazilian culture dress for India. I think you can mix both. And unfortunately, I saw many people, especially from ISKCON, they put that thing the girls use saris and I think this is bad because erase the real culture of the person. And I think better the erase one culture needs to just mix. What's your age, Gigi? 27. Never ask her age. It's not polite, but it's fine. I know you guys are curious. And when you are starting to make reaction videos, I am planning to do soon. Soon. He was 20. Oh, it's not that much different, but 6 months of relationship, 19 and 17. No, it's not that much difference. I heard that in India people don't marry someone that much older, like 10, 15, 20 years. It's true? Tell me. I am tired of working 15 hours just writing code, finally get some. Wow, 15 hours too much. I hope that you're doing good money. So let me ask you this. How big in Hinduism in Brazil and what made you to choose it? Because it's pretty random, honestly. Don't have much Hindus in Brazil, actually. Have very few. Most of them from Gaudiya Vaishnava, especially ISKCON. I always like to learn a little to learn about different cultures, different religions, and Sanatana Interesting. I have 2 videos talking about this in more detailed way, but I feel after some experience, I felt more inclined to Sanatana Dharma, and I learned more, and I got more interest, and I decided to follow this because when I heard about Dharma at the first time and the Brahman, for me it feels okay, this is the truth. Literally all the questions that I had about spirituality, Sanatana Dharma gave me. The experience that I had with Krishna, Ganesha, is the truth, is the real thing for me. I don't have doubt about it. There is no freedom in school for divergent point of view. I heard people saying that's why I didn't want to enjoy fully in ISKCON, like do Diksha there, because some things I don't like about ISKCON. They are very cool, they're very, but they are more strict. I don't like this. They are similar to the Christians, but in a Christian way. It's more like a missionary organization, yes. That's why they receive most of the Hindus in Brazil, Latin America from them because they go to the street, sell their books, people, and the other Hindus don't do proselytism, so people don't know. Are you doing any job? Ritki, I'm not doing job anymore, but I used to work in a store. I want to dedicate myself to the channel. The dresses in India has been changed over the last few centuries to interaction with other civilizations. Gita also says change is the only thing which is permanent in this world. True. What's your age and what do you study? Cosmetology 27. Everyone in the philosophy video by Lip. It posts really good content. You should react to it. Okay. Has a lot of things to react that people always ask me. I already have idea about the next video that I'm going to react, but I'm not going to say now. You guys need to wait. I have heard that a tribal community in Brazil is rapidly adopting Hinduism because their religion is similar to is true. I don't think they are adopting Hinduism more harsh. They just have similar ways because I think most indigenous faith all over the world are very similar. The way to see the big spirituality, like the Brahman, that it's everywhere, everything, the nature worship, the diverse types of deities like the sun, the moon, the rivers. Hanuman Theru Namaskar, Jiji Namaskar, stand for Bangladesh and Pakistan. Yes, I have a video about it. Kwason. ISKCON is for bhakti purpose only and they worship Lord Krishna as supreme deity. Yes, I went to ISKCON temple wearing Rudraksha mail. They were looking at me like I have done something. A Brazilian girl in Brazil had the same experience. She was with, I think, a purse and has the image of Shiva, and they asked her to remove the purse. I felt really weird. Why? They are the same. Radical Islam killing over Hindus in Pakistan and Bangladesh. Yeah, it's a very difficult situation there. Unfortunately, Bangladesh is about to become a Sharia country. I am sure you answered many times, but how long have you been Hindu? Almost 5 years. ISKCON is actually good, but they are biased toward Lord Krishna. ISKCON is good to promote Hinduism, but what I don't like is they are sometimes very strict. For example, why you cannot enter in the ISKCON temple using a Rodraksha or something like that, because it's not the first time that I heard it. Sometimes they don't forbid you, but they don't, like in Brazil. I saw this happening because if Brahman is one, the Trimurti is one. Why this separation? Stereotype don't work in India. If you think India is a certain way, you would be proved wrong the very next because we have a very diverse population. True. I saw Indian PM mode visiting Brazil recently for G20 summit, and there were some people chanting Vedic mantras in his honor to great. It was then good. I was surprised then. Yes, I saw. And now I know why so. Yes, it was the Masati. Masati, he was a guru here. And his people did a Ramayana, a presentation in Sanskrit. What you have learned from Bhagavad Gita? Have you finished reading this book? Yes, I finished the Gita, but all Thursday I'm here doing lives, reading the Gita. So you are invited for the next one. You speak well and speak with nice communication. You should have live stream video with foreigners girls too. Those girls have married with Indian boys and live in India. Really, I don't think that I speak very well. I think I have a lot to improve. But this idea of invite someone to collaborate, something that I like, maybe I do more this in future. I am work 15 hours a day, no leave for any holidays at public holidays for last 5 years. I can't leave my job because I have family behind me. Can you give me some advice? This is a difficult situation. I don't know the situation of your family. I hope that they help you if they can. But unfortunately, when you're young, this is so common. We need to work so hard to help our family, to help ourselves to build our future. This is adult life. Be patient and choose the better for you. Remember that this is for your well-being. The good results of things takes time to come, but they always come. There is a difference between pagans and Sanatana. They don't have philosophy backing. I think most of the pagans they have philosophy, but they were erased by the colonizers sometimes, and people in new generation don't learn more what their old people wants to say to them. Explain some knowledge were lost. Brahminic religion are Hinduism, Chinese, Sikhism, Buddhism, Western philosophy, Abrahamic religion, Christian, Islam. Yes. Sikhism look really good. I think I should learn more about the Sikhs. They look very peaceful. Do you watch anime like Naruto or One Piece? No. I watched Naruto when I was a kid, but I don't keep watching anymore. But here in Brazil, it's very popular, especially the Korean culture nowadays. Not just here, I think Korean anime, TV shows, are very popular in the whole world nowadays. Gaia Sanskrit YouTube channel. No, I don't remember. I know the Project Shivohan, Club do Dharma, that's Brazilian. Vedic Heritage. Watching from Bangladesh. Oh, that's good to know. Wonderful facts. Is promoting on vegetarianism, but that there is other philosophy in this, especially this Shakti philosophy, which is not a history of. Yes, one of the important things from people from ISKCO is the vegetarianism. They has this very strong. They say that follow Krishna, you need to be pure, and to be pure, you cannot eat meat. God bless you, sister. Thank you, Pro Ultra Play. You too. Why are Brazilian women sexualized more aggressive? My friend in USA say on his first date with a Brazilian girl she want to have sex. He say let's date first. She call him a sissy for not wanting. What? This is crazy. Yes, in Brazil we have people that like to do this in the first date, but it's not everyone. But I heard more than once that Brazilians women dating India they need to give the first step because the Indian men are a little bit slow. It's what I heard. I think Europe like country where meat eating is normal, there should not be promoted is strong versus other philosophy of Hindus like punishment should be introduced. Yes, I think most of the people in Europe or South America don't know much about other philosophies of Hinduism because just the ISKCON people are promoting Sanatana Dharma because they have the proselytism. The others don't have. The others, gurus, and others spiritual leaders they don't go to try to teach people because they don't care for this, they are living their spiritual life. The proselytism don't exist in Sanatana Dharma, so people don't learn more. I used to like Abraham religion, but knowing story and pressure to converts made me hate them, but not everyone like that. Yes, pressure and force and release make someone hitting their religion. Yes, here that it's a Christian country, unfortunately, what makes people have a problem with them is they always saying that we are evil, we follow the demon, they try to convert us. Here in Brazil, have the Testimony of Jehovah, that is a sect that they go to the house of people, beating this door to say, "Oh, let's hear the news from Christ." It's so annoying. We are proud of our culture because it's oldest living civilization. Yes, I think it's amazing how Indian could keep following Sanatana Dharma even after so many colonizers. It's still Sanatana Dharma is more predominant in India than other religions. The Indians knew and know how to protect the Dharma. Korean cuts popular everywhere now. Yes, when I was at school, I had two friends obsessed with them, and to be honest, I never watch a dorama. I try it to watch, but I don't know. I don't see what's so good about it. To be honest, I heard the BTS songs and I didn't like much. It's not different from any other pop. I don't like that much. Why Iran called Hinduism a pagan religion, but there are no Hindu texts promote pagan. There's no. I think it's because here in Brazil the word pagan is to all religions that is not Christian. Any doesn't matter which is. The meaning of the word have different meanings. Were changing along the time. Radhe Krishna Didi, Radhe Radhe Shiva Shakti. And come on guys, don't forget to press the like button to the like code to send for more people. Are you planning to start Upanishad read along videos? Yes, I want to do Gargi. I want to do. I just need to choose which one first. And I need to find a good time because I do everything by myself. The house chores and the things from YouTube channel. take times to edit and record videos, especially to edit. So that's why I want to buy something to help me more. But this is not for now. But I will do the videos, the read alongs. I want to do. ISKCON makes everyone live their materialist life and live in the ashrams. This will stop the civilization of the world, and Elon Musk would hate that. Yes, most of when I started to learn about Dharma, most of the people that I knew from ISKCON, it was like, oh, I lived in the ashram for 5 years and this. And I was like, why this is necessary? How you work? How you keep life? Sometimes I think that's why the parents is going to be scared, like the kids following these new things, because some people see the Hare Krishna as a cult. Drink your water, guys. Spanish is spoken all over South America, but why is Portuguese spoken in Brazil? Because different from others South American culture, we were colonized by Portuguese. First, the Spanish came, but they lived, and after the Portuguese come, they stayed for long, and they forbid the other language. So you just know the Portuguese. It's very sad. I love Spanish. I don't like Portuguese very much. We are the only ones that do not speak Spanish. It's really bad. Upanishad gave concept of monotheism, Brahma and divine is one without the second Chandogya Upanishads, yes. Hindus are also pagans. Yeah, some people saw Hinduism as pagans, others don't. But as I say, the word pagan, at least in Brazil, have more than one meaning. So some people see as pagans because it's not Christian, and others may cannot accept this. Because in Brazil, the word pagan is also for people that were not, you know, the ceremonies that baby does in the Catholic Church to put the holy water. So the baptism. So this word pagan is also used for people that don't have the baptism in the Catholic Church. His bright formulas, all perverting existing without an ifing, and born without prana, without mind, pure and beyond the Avyakritika, which is beyond all mundi. Yes, abandon all parts of. Oi. Oh my gosh, I lost the comment. Okay, I found. Abandon all words of dharma and simply surrender to me alone. I shall liberate you from all your sin. Do not fear. This is not permanent. Then what is? My friend want a girl for marriage, but I guess Western additions and nations and cultures go for more casual sex related. I guess Indian men want long-term relation rather than the casual one. Here in Brazil, Latin America, United States, obviously both. I think both are very common. You just need to find the real people and let things very clear in the beginning. The communication. Is mom or brother sister Hindus as well? I am the only daughter. I am the only Hindu in my family because it's more about winning self, not go to convert others. Yes. What's Joshua witness in Christianity? Joshua witness? I don't know. Because the Christianity is very different. What I learned from Christianity in general is that you need to follow Jesus, you need to follow his rules, but you don't have much about Jesus. We have what his followers said. The manuscript were not even wrote by them, and when you saw Matthew, John, and others have some difference. The Christians say that it's not contradictory, it's just different, but I think it's contradictory. I am the enjoyer and the only Lord of all songs, but those who fail to realize my divine nature must be reborn. This is also support monotheism. Yeah, the Gita has something that are similar to monotheism, but has other Gitas, other ways to see life. I love to enjoy your live stream video. You have to go now because I have a small work. Nice to meet you. I wait for your next live stream video again. Bye, my heart. Thanks for lives. Oh, thank you, Karan, for being here. I see you in the next video. Enjoy your night. Every culture has their own culture. Someone living in a cold place like Russia, Canada can't wear an Indian sari. Yes, it's going to be difficult. Here, if I use a sari or Indian cloth, people will be looking because it's a very different cloth. And the problem is that here we don't have many options because, for example, I think in UK has a lot of Indian immigrants, so you see a lot of neighborhoods with Indians with their stores, but here no. So to find good Indian clothes, you pay expensive and they are not even good. Brahmic religion principle cycle time, karma theory, moksha, person divine, a Brahmic linear time, wait for a hell, heaven concept, man, sinner. Yeah, it's a good resume. Bye, Karan. Saurabh Gupta, hello. How are you? Hi, are you scared of La Chorona? La Chorona is a Mexico thing, it's not Brazilian. I don't have fear of this. I think has two Choronas. One have a sad history and the other a scary history. I love the Mexico culture, literally. Mexico has it's one of my favorite countries. They have more influence of the indigenous people. When you come to India, not so soon, probably in the future. I don't have idea. I would love that it was quickly, but I don't know. Have you heard about goddesses Shitla? She was born in our village and our whole village worship her. There's big a temple where she was born. Wake up with hearing bhajan in temple is so peaceful. No, I never heard, I think. What's about her? Sananandar has philosopher atheist Charvaka, Advaita, Dwaita. Yes, this is one of the things that I like. Sananandar has everything for everybody. It's simple. And this is what makes people confused. I think for us that came from a country where you just have one path to follow, see a spiritual path that has so many diversity and thinking everything and everyone is really interesting. But it's a little bit confusing. Why Native Americans were called Red Indians? Because of their skin color, because they already had the Africans, it was the brown ones, the white ones, and they called the indigenous red because their skin before it was more reddish, and because the brown ones, oh, it was already the Indians, and the blacks were the Africans. But I heard there can be other opinions about it, depends on the historian. Hindus are also pagan, but Abrahamic religion made it pagan as bad word. Unfortunately, yes. Be pagan becomes something bad. I don't think that is bad. Be a pagan just means that you are not Christian. Do you know the Mitanni king who ruled ancient Iraq? They were the devotees of Rig Veda gods. Really? I don't have a sister. You will be my sister. Maharaj Kumar, your Brazilian sister here, is bombarding to your straight translated verse from Gita. Your straight. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe Jiji. Hare Krishna, Amit. How are you? Radhe Radhe Surabhi. You are well-rounded in religion, knowledgeable. I think I could be better if had more Hindus here, especially from Mongolia. Is Portuguese looted Brazil like British looted India? Yeah, we are colonized by the Portuguese, and they changed completely the culture here. Hello, sister. If you have any question about Hindu Dharma, please contact the back channel. Auction. Thank you for the tip. I always try to learn about Sanatana Dharma in different fonts, different books, different channels. No Portuguese, only ruled Goa. Radhe Radhe ji, have a great day. Radhe Radhe Shri Radhe. Hare Krishna, recently discovered your channel, looking forward to journey. Oh, that's good, Shreyash Kaluri. Be welcome. No, webcast swagat had my channel. I hope you like the videos. Don't forget that tomorrow it's going to have more videos. When's your birthday? April. 23 of April. Brazilian funk. You guys know the Brazilian funk? You guys like? Do you know the ancient Romans were the devotees of Rig Veda god and they all celebrate Fest 25 and dedicate to their god Mitra? I didn't know. I know that some Romans are gypsy and they come from India. This is what I know. Amti Karhana Hare Krishna. Jiji, do you know that Jesus Christ traveled from Israel to India in the olden times when he was a teenager or Mozart? That he studied hypnotism in a London university and performed dance. I heard this theory, but I don't know if it's true. I think it's more a theory. What's your view on Advaita philosophy? I think it's really, really interesting. What I learned is a good point of view, but I don't feel very connected to it sometimes, to be honest. Because for me, the non unity, the non duality, is more difficult to understand. Did you check out Project Shivohan videos about Vedas? I already saw. I think it's one of the first videos that I saw about YouTube. It was from the Project Shivohan. They look very good channel, but I need to saw more. The Advaita philosophy for me looks more difficult, but it's very interesting. I think in Brazil, people there it's Hindu, but it's not from Gaudiya, it's from Advaita views. Knowing those are not pagan, there were no temple while they worship in regular times. Hare Krishna Ji, have a great day. Thank you, Amit. Jai Shri Krishna and you. Columbus sailed in search of India to get spice. He traveled westward instead of passing his ship. And reached America, he confused the natives there as Indians and called them Red Indians. Yes, he got confused. He thought he was in India. But I think it's because the indigenous people from that has similar to the Indians. The straight dark hair, the brown skin, the short stature. Bye, sister. I am going to study. Okay, Maharshi. Sorry, Gigi, I am very late. Wow, Vinaya, you are late. I need you in the beginning. You were not here to remove the spans, but that's good that you are here now. And don't forget, guys, please click in the like button, okay? Do you know Hindu god Vasudeva is found in his temple in Egypt? You can search on internet about share information. I always saw this type of video, but it's difficult to know if it was Hindu or just a similar deity. Hi, Sunrise. I am watching a Korean film series. All of us are dead. I never heard because about Korean. I don't know much, to be honest. I don't. There's a book in a Hollywood movie on the topic where Jesus Christ traveled to India. They lost years of Jesus. Yes, I already heard this story, as I say, but I don't know if I believe. Hi, Prakash. What's up, Gargi? Take care with the personal questions to Gargi Vinaya. I remember the last life. Jai Shri Krishna Prakash. You ever date anyone? Yes. Hello, man. Hello, Golu Mishra. Prashant Jai Shri Krishna. You know James Cameron Avatar movie based on Shri Krishna and his farms. I heard a lot of theories about the Avatar movie. Actually, Avatar movie is my favorite, and I heard that he had a dream with these blue people, and also I don't think it's a manga, also influenced him to do this movie, and I think he took from different parts of the world, different cultures, ideas for the movie. But I love Avatar. James Cameron, I love. I was watching videos about yesterday about Avatar, hearing the songs. How many languages you speak, Chinchon? Portuguese, English, a little bit Spanish, and learning Hindi. So 3 to 4. I think Christians also worship idols. There are idols of Jesus. Mary also found in Christian church, and it's not folding hands in front of cross. It's not an object or idol worship. Yes, Croissant. They say they don't worship the idols, but it's idol worship. Has two type of Christians: the one that don't use image, and the ones the Catholics that use image. They say that is not idol worship, but for me it's idol worship. Has the idol in you worship, then they say, oh, but we don't worship the idol, we worship the idea of the idol. It's based what everybody does. Are you interested in Indian classical music? Do you want any recommendation? Shreya Klar. If you can give a suggestion, please give. It's always good to learn new things. What's your view on Advaita philosophy? Is the question that Garg did. I think the Advaita is very interesting, but for me it's more difficult to understand, to be honest. But it's very interesting. I need to go deep in the Advaita philosophy because for me it's more difficult to understand and see things so separately. I think the nature of things is non-dualistic, but in material world we are dualistic, like or not. Kind of impressive that India got invaded the most in Islam for 100 years and Britain for like 20, but yet Hindu are live like different cultural Roman uh, Greeks, etc. Yeah, this is one thing that I admire a lot in India. Most of the countries that were ruled by other people lost their real culture. Like in Brazil, the indigenous belief don't exist but very few. The other countries like Mexico, Cuba, Peru, Venezuela, United States, most of these countries already lost their real culture, but India, the Hindu is still predominantly. India were influenced, obviously, India was influenced by the British and the Muslim, but still most of the people are still using their traditional clothes, they have their traditional songs. I love how Indians could survive till colonization so well, better than any other country that I know. This for me is really impressive. When you come India, uh, I already replied this a lot. I don't have idea. There's a book right there. You should also speak a few words in Hindi during the live. In this way, you can practice your Indian, take live feedback. Yeah, it's a good way, but I always feel ashamed to speak Hindi because I feel that it's difficult to understand my accent and confuse the words. In general, what I do is basically I took my notebook, this one. This is the old one, and I read and try to repeat the Vanagiri, the transliteration, and the English. Sometimes I mix with Portuguese. Like me custa, me custe. I try to put the vocabulary too, not just word. like I have full sentence, but also words, the vocabulary. I try to spend more time with vocabulary. I'm going to take notes. It's a mess. This is the old notebook, guys. That's why it's a mess like this. I have the days of the week. I know in general in India people use the English for the days of the week, but I like to know the real one. Here are some phrases to. I like to learn the Devanagari, but also the other. I have a lot to learn actually. I'm trying to use more in my daily life. Like for example, when I go to a market and I need to buy things, I try to think in Hindi. For example, ash, I need aloo, टमाटर or tooth, Chinese, chabar. This is how I try to put Hindi in my daily life. For example, I read a kavita today, things like that. I try to put small words in my daily life. Do you guys read kavita? Muslim circle around black house and kissing a stone in particular reason is no I worship than what it is. Many Muslims also keep Kaaba most picture in their house. Is what they say it. Sometimes people do idolship, but they won't pretend that they don't do it. The paganism is still alive, but in a discreet way. Advaita simply means that your Atman and God is one, whereas Dvaita calls it so and God are two different things. I believe that in the essence are one, but manifest in different ways. In the material world are different. Same in essence, different in the qualities and the level. How was your first date? Let's not talk about this. Nothing bad, but Indian subcontinent Muslim also worship saints' grave. This is called Targamah and Majar. Even the Islamic word is different because, for example, we have the Sunnitas and the Shiitas, but you also have the one that I forget the name. They try to do in a meditate, they round around around to try achieve elevate mind conscious. I forget their name. In Brazil, I think we already have some of them. Hi, Jiji. Hi, food trick. No personal questions. Maybe I should do in the future more personal information about me. If I suggest you some historical books for India, are you gonna read it or show you interesting? Depends which books. About what? Ancient Greeks, ancient Vikings were all pagans and their gods were also similar to Indian Hindu gods. Yes, with some same powers, same stories, but different names and appearance. Yes, that's why some people say that it was all the same, but described in a different way from different cultures. But all those cultures were destroyed with time, unfortunately. Congratulations for a 5K subscription. Thank you. So good. I love your support, guys. I am very happy with the 5K now. The Greek gods Zeus and Indra are similar, and there are similarities between Hindu gods and other ancestors. Yes, the Egyptians, Hanaita, Mana, Zeus, I think all ancestors shared some common. Yes, most of the real indigenous people of the world had the same way to see life. It's very similar. If you go to Africa, America, Asia, most of the ancient way to see spirituality, the god, it was the same like the ancient Greeks had Zeus, Aphrodite, but also they believe in something bigger than those ones that don't have name, don't have gender. And the indigenous in Brazil also they have like Tupã and other deities, but they have a big spirit that's bigger than this, that don't have name, don't have gender, nothing. And if you go to some cultures in Africa, they have the moon god, the sun god, the river god, but they also have something that is bigger than this, that don't have name, don't have gender. So most of the people has in the ancient has the same way to see the big spirit or the Brahman and the deities, the nature, but all these were lost. They revolve around a club type room in Mecca and kiss a black stone there and throw stones at devils that it was only one small devil said before now. So God has created three big devils that souls doing to earn money. To be honest, for me, the stone in the cab is just a meteor. Between Advaita and Dvaita. Yes. Philosophy. There are several debates during early centuries of last millennium when finally Shankaracharya planned the concepts of Dvaita finding through debates. Yes. It's one of the purpose idol worship in India is to select one deity according to our purpose to do sadhana one deity and get some of his quality and try to become him or her our Aradhya Daiva. This is what I think is cool in Sanatana Dharma. You can choose the deity that you feel more connected, that you like the most. Because God is more than just one simple thing. You have the different aspects. Sana is trying to get qualities of your worshiping deity. Yes. Arabic goddesses Al Uja is equivalent to Durga in Hinduism. Most ancient deities were very similar ways to do things. Do you use digital notes from the past 2 years? I've completely shifted to digital notes. I try, but I prefer the paper. I try to use notes in digital, but I prefer the ancient way. Today, old Shiva temple have found in Shambhayu, India. Even though the majority of that place are Muslim. So interesting. I like how the people are discovering more unseen things from Shiva. A lot of Shiva links found around the Asia. So cool. Matra, Portuguese Matra, Sanskrit Mother, Ma Int, Mitra. The people who indicate Hindus with pagans where they should know these words are formed by Christian which use different non-Christian and they also mark pagans with devils. Ashaya Pallava Muslim worship Shiva Ling. The black stone is Shiva Ling according to my grandmother. I heard that Allah means the bigger God, something like this. Because in the past, Arab cultures were also polytheist. Simple hello. आप कैसे हो? There is other meaning of pagan words such as feud, devil worshipper. This word used by Christians promote hate towards polytheists and non-Christian. Yes. Many Hindus claim Mecca as Shivaling. There are already story of the Ramayana even have story of tribal people. Google old peak of Mecca and you probably see it, but no know if it's true or not. Congratulations for 5k. Next target 50. Oh, this I think is going to take time for this, but I put trust in Krishna. Same essence, different manifestation. They similar to how all the elements are made up from atoms, but all elements are different from each other. Exactly, Vinaya. That's it. Croissant explained Darga worship sense is false concept, as these were Sufis who came along with Islamic converts to convert after invite some Jesuits who came from along British. We even have similarities with Abrahamic religions. Brahma, Sara, Saraswati. Oh, spiritual path, vast similarities. You should come to India in January during Mahakumbh, held only once in, wow, 12 years. I don't know when I'm going to be able to India. I hope that I go as soon as possible. It's expensive, but if I go to India, I don't want to go just for some days. I want to spend as much as I can, so it needs to be very well think. It's going to be very expensive, and I need to play myself very well because I think stay in India is not that expensive, but the tickets are expensive, especially for staying a long time. Mm, there is no shibboleth in Mecca. There is a shamestone in Kaaba. There, sacred this one. How do you study Spanish, Mayaka? I don't study Spanish anymore, but I used to use books and watch a lot of Spanish things because in Brazil, the Mexican soap operas, the Mexican novelas were very popular, so I used to listen Spanish. I still love to listen Spanish songs. I love the country Mexican songs. I love it. You know the old one. I love Mexican songs, some reggaeton from Cuba. It's the best way to fix things in your mind through music. Music stay in our mind, so that is to remember. So it was how I learned Spanish like English, just listen to things watching, and I used to use books. No, bro, you call them like words nature. Abrahamic religion took influence from Zoroastrianism. Yes, and pre-Abrahamic religion Zoroastrianism and their gathas very similar to Rig Veda Sanskrit. Yes, I know that Christians were inspired by Zoroastrianism. The idea of heaven and hell, good and bad, more dualistic. Fear from God, Jiji, you will burn in hellfire. He he. Some people say this I have seen. Yes, I think it is something that is really bad about some Abrahamic religions. This way to try to put fear. I know that this is a way to make people behave well because some people just behave well because they have fear of judgment or the laws. But still, I know that humans need to control themselves and don't do bad things for others. But you have the idea of a God that is look at you, judging all your actions. It's scary. Like, I don't like this. This don't look good at all. Hi, Kartiki Teja. There is also our family that we call them Kul Davis. Yes, I think India has the clan deity, the family deity is cool. But how are you currently studying? Now, in general, I just try to keep what I learn in mind. That's why I keep listening Spanish, watching Spanish things, listening Spanish songs. They are so beautiful, so cool, so good to dance, especially the Mexican one and the reggaeton from Cuba. You guys like Spanish songs? Hey, Deepak. Abrahamic religions like Judaism are the rip of pagan religions like Hindu, along with monotheism, afterlife cultural and ship civilization. Yes. Jiji, just like we have Kangaroo River in the there's Mekong River in South Asia is named Mekong. Is derived from Maganga. I know speculated you can search. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know. Is the word of Khmer language. That's cool. India was so big in the past, the empire. It's normal that the other countries are influenced. Early there was very less information in Dufla, so people had to really search well, yes. But now there's so much information, most which is half baked information. Yes, you could have more, but it's good that nowadays have more than the past. I remember that once I heard an old man say he tried to learn about Hinduism in 1970 in Brazil and he could find nothing. He needs to move to India. But now it's more easy. Olá, as crypto Portuguese invasion in India was so brutal. They did gruesome crimes against the Southern Hindu, even the Jews who took shelter in some. All colonization is going to end in a mix of culture and sometimes it's going to be brutal, unfortunately. Don't have good invasion. Drink your water, guys. Keep health. I try books, but they make your learning slow, such as when try to understand this others and auditive. That's why I think the best way to learn a language is to listen. You need to immerse, listen to songs, watch the TV shows, watch videos on YouTube. It can be small videos like vlogs, people doing simple things in daily life because you're going to be able to hear how people really speak because sometimes in the books things are very formal, very right. And in real life it's not like that. People speaking more in different accents. Some people speak more is more slow, more fast, and people use a lot of slangs in real life. So the best way for you learn a new language, I think, is listen the people. I know that it's difficult. Listen something that you don't understand nothing. In the beginning, it's going to be bad, but like in internet nowadays, have a lot of videos teaching a language. Has a lot of vlogs that you can watch because vlogs people are showing their routine, how they really live and speaking things that are common in the daily life, and especially songs because songs fix in our mind because the songs they repeat the same words over and over and we listen many times so it stay in our mind. Try to watch at least small movies in Spanish with the caption you're going to be able to learn. Are you burning hell? Jiji, you are learning Spanish. That's really good. I also learned it whenever I get time. I tried to learn since I was a kid. I love Spanish. It's very similar to Portuguese. Most countries of South America speak Spanish, so I need to learn. As I say, I deal with the. I want to learn Spanish when I was a kid because in Brazil, they here we have the Mexico novelas, soap opera, and I used to love to watch when I was a kid. They were very good and very popular here. The songs, I love the Mexican songs because the Mexicans still doing very beautiful songs in Brazil. We don't have much anymore. I love the Spanish songs. Everyone is excited and interested in Hinduism, but ever feel serious take out time to read the original, so most they get knowledge from YouTube. Was a bad translation? Yes, it's difficult to learn about Sananda Dharma in Western because some things are so different, so difficult to understand. I think it's normal that people sometimes give up. I also thought to give up because the lack of information or it's difficult to understand so much difference because like when you start to learn Sananda Dharma, okay, we see for the, here has more the Hare Krishna, they have a way to see, but we also have the Tantras and we it's a different thing, a different way to see, and you got confused like what's right, what's wrong, because most of us grew up with the belief they have the right and the wrong, so you got confused. So you need to relearn many things like no, it's not the same point. It's not black and white. It's not wrong and right. Has different ways to understand things. And in the beginning, I was confused like, should I learn the Tantra? Or should I learn the Vedanta? Or the Shakti? Or the Shaivas? Or the Vaishnava? It's so many things to learn in Sanatana. In the beginning, if you're confused, it's different from Quran, the Islam, and Christian. They just have one book. The Islam have the Quran, that's the main, have the Hadiths, but all the important is the Quran. But in Sanatana Dharma, it's not like this. You have the Mahabharata, you have the Ramayana, you have the Vedas. So many things to learn. And for someone that is lazy, study This study is not that much something that you need to study for the rest of your life, because it's not just one book with some law that you need to follow and done. No, it's very deep. It has so many information, so many things. You're going to spend all your life studying if you really want to know spirituality. It's good and it's bad. You are drinking so much water because you have to speak much. Yes, my throat feels dry, but it's not that much. It's just 500 ml. I try to drink at least 2 of this bottle. I want to drink 4 per day, but I can't. Just 2 is the most I can. In general, I just can drink 2 of these, but it's already too much. But I want to change for 4 per day. They, what the doctor says, the right. What was the pre-Christian religion in Brazil? Didn't had one religion. We had different indigenous people, in which people have their own beliefs. But the mythology of Tupi Guarani, I have a video about it, were the most popular, the most prevalent. Like Tupan God, the Guaraci. They used to believe that has a big spirit that don't have name, don't have gender, don't have image, and the deities, the small deities from the moon, deities of the water, the nature, the forest, the Mother Earth. Some indigenous still with this belief that they have the snake gods. Hey, Hafsa, how are you? Hey, do you know there's witch hunting rituals in Christian society where they accuse innocent women and mark them witch and did or do? Yes, I know it's very popular in Brazil. You also had women that were burned because they were accused to be witches. We didn't have much like in Europe, but you had. Even now, recently times, some years back, a woman were killed because people thought she was a witch. See how people is still now. Uh, Reading and learning things is always good, but one need to feel it to go deeper into it. Yes, always remember you are free now without any restriction and boundary. That's another keep exploring. I try to do explore as much as I can. Do you know ancient India taught out of science, medicine, that's reached in Europe? There's some books about that. You also should read that. William Darley also discussing Golden Road. India is an ancient country, so India invents so many things, creates so many things. Like once I was watching a documentary, I don't remember the name, but they were talking how the medicine were in ancient India, and I was really surprised. They used to do surgery, and it was good for the time. It was good. Hi man, how are you? Hi Manish, I'm good. Or up. Can you say some slang in your mother tongue accent? Slang? I can. Eu posso falar em português, só não sei exatamente o que você quer ouvir. This is my mother tongue. How much you know about the Shiva Shakti concept and why it's important scientific? What I know about Shiva Shakti is similar to what I know about Krishna Radha. Shakti, the energy, Shiva, the creator, the destroyer. Shiva Shakti, it's one. Are your message retracted? You are okay. Aru, you try cupuaçu. No, this is more from other part of Brazil. Or I tried, but I don't remember. Why did you leave Islam for a false god? But I never were from Islam. I learned about Islam. I read the Quran. Um, yes, I talk with people from Islam. I learned some things with them, but I not feel okay. This is I could not feel this is me. This is the truth. Has some things about Islam. They're fine, are good, but it was not enough for me. Where there is dharma, altruism, generosity, feeling of love, respect for every part, counter, universe, there is victory. True. I'm back. That's good. Anuraj. Sister, don't listen to some hate monger in comment section. Good morning, sister. Good morning, hell. Hell vote hard. How do you know which God is true and which is false? Allah is an Aramaic equivalent word for alpha of Greek. Alpha is the first letter from now do your calculations. Uh, when people say how are you, you can say मैं अच्छा हूँ, तुम कैसे हो? Yes, I learned this. Sometimes I also like to say oh बहुत बढ़िया. कुछ नहीं. The base of dharma is justice, altruism, selflessness, self. Oh, I lost the comment. What's your religion then? I thought you were ex-Muslim. No. I say in the beginning, I was not following my mom born in a Christian family, but I didn't grow up in nothing. I want to marry Latina do commercial pam. Can you handle a Latino? This is the question. Quran 9866 no Muslim or script. Where are you from in Brazil? São Paulo. Can you please tell me how Brazil is for studying, especially in computer science, subject for international students? To be honest, for computer, I don't have idea, but I think most of the Indians here are for this. Nuclear scientists and computer. But you need to remember Brazil, people don't speak English. So I don't know how you're going to study without speak Portuguese. Some people came to here to study. We have English schools, college, but I think they in general are more expensive. I don't have how to speak about it exactly. Oh, I lost the comment. When you come India, this question I receive a lot. I hope as soon as I can. Out of context, Neymar or Messi? I stay Neymar just because he's from my country. But Messi looks it's in have a better personality. An interesting thing about Islam, there is a concept in faith that Islam was born as antithesis or of Hinduism. As Hinduism was too dominant, they do everything opposite what Hindus do. Surprising. Hari Om, Namaste. Yalapa. Hari Om. Weather. I started like Latinos when I first saw Selena Gomez. You say something that is a controversy. Some people in Latin America don't think she's Latina. Because in United States she's Latina. But here she's not Latina, she's just American. Because Latina is not something that you born. It's something that you live. Because if you're born in United States, for some Latinos you are just American. Because Latin is not an ethnicity. But some people in the United States consider ethnicity, but people here in Latin America don't consider so. Doesn't matter if your parents are from Latin America. If you're born in the United States, you are just American. So I don't consider her Latina. She have Latin parents, but she's not Latina. The real Latina is, let me see, Shakira. She's a real Latina. Ricky Martin. Hello, Foot. Are you back? Your name is so cute, Jiji. Yeah, sounds good, right? Messi, dwarf, Ronaldo's better and come to India see our culture system. I want so badly to go to India one day, literally. I can learn Spanish if it's fine to survive in Brazil. People here don't speak Spanish. People here just speak Portuguese. Obviously, you have some people that speak Spanish, but it's not the majority. Most of people just speak Portuguese. This is something that is really bad in our country. We are lost in so many connections because here, to learn another language, it's Spanish. Obviously, with the internet, people are learning more. I see the new generation are having better education and they are searching for knowledge studying in internet. So the new generation are speaking more English and Spanish. But some people came to here speaking only the Spanish. Oh, some people come here with the just English and they can survive. It's not impossible, but it's going to be more difficult. Do you study Upanishad? I need to go deep more. Actually, I think to do videos here with the Upanishads. Guys, let's keep the respect. Just wondering, is Ariana Grande Latina? No, she's from Italy, right? If I don't wrong, she's Italy. She's European, white European, not Latina. Yes, I agree. Latina is not just being resident of Brazil. It's about the genes. Shakira's Latina, true. Shakira, no, it's not exactly. It's not about the genes because the Latina is not a genetic thing. This is the point. Doesn't matter if your parents. I know that in United States they see in a different way. They think Latina is something that you're born like if your parents are Latina, you are Latina. But here, no, it's not like this. Because most of Latinos have African, white, and indigenous genes. So here, we don't say genetically we are Latinos. We say that we are brown, you are black, we are white. So being Latino is about your culture, your location. So in most of the Latino countries, you are just Latino if you're born here in Latin America. And you have the culture, for example, has a singer, she is called Belinda. She born in Europe, in Spain, and she is considered Latina because she grew up here in Latin America. But she's white as an ethnicity. White European, but considered Latina. Shakira born here in Latin America, moved to United States, but she's still Latina. Which is the most popular football club in Brazil? A lot. Corinthians, São Paulo, Flamengo. Lodge can leave her. You see Portuguese influence in Goa. Yes, I heard about it. Since Portuguese colonized Goa, have influence in the house, the architecture, the culture. I love you, cute Zainab and Aisha. Oh, thank you. You're very kind and beautiful, Didi Shivashak. Thank you. I love your support. I want to marry you. The base. The base of terms as conclusion. Latina is an identity crisis. Yeah, I think it's more in. I already heard a lot of discussion about because people that born in United States, UK, they consider themselves Latinos because of their parents, But here in Latin America, some people don't consider these people Latinos because for the Latinos here in Latin America, being Latino is about the place that you live, the culture that you live. If you're born in the United States, if you talk like American, if you eat the American food, stood in America, you are American. So it's a controversy. Some people say that being Latino is genetically and social, but some people say it's just social. Depends only in the place that you're born. So has a controversy about this, have different opinions. For me, I stay with the thing that what I learned. I learned here in Brazil, Latinos, being Latino is about your culture, the place that you born and live culturally, more than genetic. But because my genetic is my ethnicity is a mix with Africans, Europe, and indigenous. So it's not Latino. Latino is a way to erase all this. A woman can have many children with many fathers, and fathers can have with different women. So. Okay, Latina is being culture, go it. Yeah, but as I say, it has a controversy. Your family is okay that you have chosen Hindus? Yes. Jiji, do South Americans like you call yourself Americans? South Americans, you don't use Americans that much, but yeah, American Latinos. Latin Americans. Have you ever been to the Brazilian Amazon basin? Not yet. What's your parents' reaction? You have say you found interesting. I have a video about it. I put some days. My mother thought it was a phase that I would change in some time, but I'm still here. Are you single? Yes. The only true religion is the one you chose, and the only true God is the one you accept as your God. Good way to see. Does Brazilian identify themselves as South American or they generally identify themselves as Brazilian? Both. Brazilian, South American. South Americans of Brazil. So when you follow Hinduism, will you remain Latina or become something? Still Latina, a Latina Hindu. Culturally Latina with Hinduism as a spiritual belief. Obviously, when Latinos start following Hinduism, it start to put some Indian things in our daily life, but still Latino. What's the official language in Brazil? Which language largely spoken in Brazil? Portuguese, only language. Okay. The indigenous people have the language, but across the country, people just speak Portuguese. Is the official language. Watch Hollywood to the Watch Hollywood to the Himalayas. It's about what, Sagar? Message retracted. Guys, don't forget to please the like button for the live be reach to more people. We are talking a lot today. Many things. Hi, Uttam Yadava. How are you? India. I think most of the people here are from India, right? But you have made a big family here after learning Hindu. Is the bigger family compared to? Yes, you guys are my family. I love to be here with you. I love the support that you guys, the Hindu community is so good. Jai Shriram Uttam. Jai Shriram Divyaraj. Epka Swagathe, it's good to see you here. We are talking about so many things. Relationship, Brazilian culture. How you made a good decision, Lion Gamer. Yes, I think it was a good decision to become Hindu. I feel really peace. Like I feel that I am the right path. It's really good because if Krishna, I have a relationship with Krishna, I think he reply all my answer. I can see his marks in my life. It's really good. This why Latina girls look similar with Indian girls, especially the Colombian girls. Do you have any valuable argument about this? It's because of the mix. Because in Latin America, we don't have one ethnicity. We have a mix of it, especially from black and white. So I think this picture, this makes us a little bit similar. For example, my father is black, my mother is a mix of indigenous and white. And I don't know why in Latin America, most of the people there are a mix of black and white. They become a little bit brown in the appearance. In Brazil, the word that we use for people that are mixed, especially if black and white, is pardo, and pardo means brown, literally. Gigi, you seem a nice person. What's your reason for choosing to over luxurious? We can make a video about this. I thought Islam for me in the beginning, some things were not replied. I think has a lack of spirituality. It's more about society and how to deal with society. But I can explain a better way, maybe in a video, a long video. Maybe I should do a live just talk about this. Because I read the Quran. I have 2 Qurans in my house. It's not here, it's in the other house. And the problem is difficult to find the Quran in Brazil because here we find the translation of the Quran, not the full Quran, in Arabic. So this is a bad thing. Hi Gigi, please once have a temple tour. Yes, I want to do. Susanta, I want to do. Hey, you learn Apka Swagat. Yes, I learned this in the very beginning. Like the most basic words like Apka, Apki, Tumhari, Tumhara, Han. Agnos, Shiv, devout introvert, and Krishna, devout extrovert. Really, is not how you see. I suggest you to read Bhagavad Gita. I already read. Actually, all Thursday I do live reading the Gita. If you want to see, Thursday, come to the live. The same time. Comfort is coming. In recent excavations in Hawaii, the idols that were found were similar to Hindu deities. Now I want to know indigenous pagan gods of Brazil. Please make a video. Yeah, I thought to do a video about the pagan gods in Brazil, the Tupi gods. If you guys want, I can do it. Of course, Krishna says he is living our heart. Yes, in our heart, our body, all nature, everywhere. Cousin marriage house. In Brazil, some people marry with cousin, but it's not that common anymore. I follow Shiva, and I think Hindu is a democratic religion. Yes, I also think. One of the things that I was learning in Hinduism in the beginning, how the ancient kings and spiritual leaders used to sit together to discuss things in a very respectful thing or way, in a respectful way. This is really, really, really good. I think nowadays people need to have this respect. Again, by the end of this life, you would start feeling that you were talking to your family here and you'll be really for more next life. I love to do lives, guys, because it's really good to be able to talk with you in real time and see your answer in real time. In long videos, not like that. I upload the video, people comment, and after a time I go to answer. Here we can have a conversation like we started to talk about the relationship. After you talk about religion, history, colonization, culture, similarities and difference, language, everything. So this is what I like about lives. So many things we can talk in real time. And I drink a lot of water. I can learn a lot of you guys because you guys send me the curiosity about India and other things, history facts. I love this. All good, guys. No spam here, please. Why my English up? My English is not perfect at all, as you can see. But I still here talking to you. There is so many yets in Quran which promotes hate towards non-Muslim women. I can give up. You watch all the Mahabharat? Not yet. Not yet. Maybe I'll do a live in Insta watching if you would you guys enjoy this. Oh nice, I just found your channel, Jiji. That's good. Be welcome here. Watch the videos. I think tomorrow is going to have more video. I'm going to upload another one. I try to do more vlogs to show better my daily routine. I'm going to deep in curiosity about Hinduism. So many plans. I need proof, Naya. People are discussing a lot. Joy Paul. Jiji, do you know the knowledge of Mahabharata? I request you to learn Hindi and watch Mahabharata series. Yes, I think has the caption, their series in the YouTube with the English captions. Because since I cannot understand fully Hindi, I try to watch it with English subtitles. But the best way to learn Mahabharata, I think, is reading the Mahabharata. Hello, Abhi. आप कैसे हो? Listen to Chhatrapati Shivaji song. You will get goosebumps. Okay, I see if I remember. 72%. Come to India, I want. How do you learn Hindi? Simple. I studied Hindi with two YouTube channels and I try to watch some videos and read. I show my notebook. This is the old one. I need another one because I already have another one. I try to study the Devanagari and the Portuguese together. Can you see? I try to study a lot. I have notes here. Are you interested for learning about ancient India? Have you read any book about the subject? Then tell the names. I have a list of books that I need to learn. I need to study because it's important to understand the Indian history to understand better Sanatana Dharma. Actually, I have a list of books with many topics to learn. Difficult to find the right time, the good time. Good guys go to heaven, bad guys go to Bangkok. Neither it's mine, and yet I still listen to you. But don't impose your beliefs on others. Which country are you from, Gigi? Are you from Brazil? Yes, I'm from Brazil, South America. You? Also India? What do you do apart from YouTube? Study, work, business? I study. I was working in a store, but when I moved here, I stopped. I want to be a content creator in full time, but it's not that possible for now because I don't make money with my channel, guys. I don't make money yet. People are discussing a lot. Middle West. Guys, don't forget press the like button. You ever go to Amazon forest? Not yet, but I want to go. It's very big, it's very dangerous, something not to do alone. See, most of the indigenous people of Brazil is still there in Amazon, close to there. It's a good place to visit. Have the rivers, the waterfalls, a lot of animals, a lot of snakes. It's very interesting to see. So it's a place that I really want to go, maybe spend some time with the indigenous because they receive people. Of course, you need to schedule the right date. Come to India, especially cities like Varanasi, Tirupati, you will get know more about Hindus and its culture. Yes. Uttarakhand, Varanasi, Mayapur is the best place to go for Hindus. India itself, most of the places in India are important. That's why I say if I want to go to India, I need to prepare myself because I don't want to go just for one place. I want to stay for a good amount of time and see Uttarakhand, Vrindavan, what else? Varanasi has so many things to see. Goa, the beaches there. So it's a trip that if I do, needs to be wow, needs to be the trip of life. Hafsa, how do you know you're one God? It's morning time in Brazil, right, Gislaine? It's one, literally one. Mayapur, yeah. Who say million God exists? You must have no brain. That's which is. Oh, guys, stop with this. Doesn't matter which God. If you think God is one, if you think there are as many, okay, let's respect people beliefs. Don't have a reason to discuss because in the end of the day, it's not going to deal with nothing. And yeah, Mathura, Vrindavana, etc. Yes, has so many good places to see. So many important places with historical significance. So it's difficult to choose one. You need to go many. So if I go to India, it needs to be like this to see. I need to have time. Dehradun, Uttarakhand. All the religions can live together peacefully. Yes, people need to learn how to respect other people belief, but it's so difficult. You know, people prefer to fight and have problems and disrespect, try to convert. That's why you cannot live in peace. I am vegetarian. What Brazilians generally eat in their daily foods? Here, in general, the breakfast eats with bread, the salt bread. That is a bread of Brazil, inspired in the baguette. Coffee, coffee with milk. Also, we have tapioca. I put in my Insta other day. If you don't follow me on Insta, go there. Also, in the lunch, people in general eat rice with beans and meat and salad, especially lettuce and tomato. And in dinner, the same thing. In here we have the after the lunch in the like at 4 p.m. people like to drink a little bit of coffee and eat a bread, a cake. But the food, the dinner in the lunch, the most common is the rice, the beans, lettuce, tomato, and meat. I live Angel Waterfall. Really? Yes, if you come to India, you prepare well and plan to stay maybe be like 3 months to 1 year, something like that, because traveling that far is not going to be less expensive. Yes, I think to live in India is not that expensive, but the tickets are expensive because it's Asia, it's very far. I think it's 3 days in the airplane from Brazil. Hello, sister, how are you? Hi, Mr. Rom, I'm good. How about you? How many countries you travel so far? Any? Uh, is there any racism in Brazil? Yes. Is there any obsession towards white collar in Brazil? These are good. If you ask many people, they say, I don't care for skin color, but the beauty standard is the white and blonde. But I think it's not so much like I saw in India, because in Brazil you cannot use things to make your skin fair. It was forbidden. People do, but everybody pretend that they don't do it. Have to go and read some maths physics. Hindus are peaceful people, so they are being killed in Bangladesh. We are too peaceful, but we know how to fight because most of the country lost the culture after colonization. India had so many colonizers, but still Hinduism is the most predominant spirituality. Indians know how to fight. They know how to survive. Unfortunately, in Bangladesh, the problems are getting wild. and I think the thing is going to be worse. We need to talk about it. I think the media here should talk more about this, but they don't care. Bro, stop. After she's from Pakistan, so she'll probably trying to defend something. Is there consuming alcohol is common and daily habits in Brazilian society? Oh, a lot. A lot. Brazilians love beer, especially the beer. People drinks a lot in the weekends. People leave their jobs and go to drink. Woman, man, people love beer and alcohol. People drinks a lot. The man who wrote Jiji, this is the culture and religion adopted. The religion that I adopt, Vaishnavism, for me it's very good. Have good values, good teachings. If you people follow right, it's another thing. Also, my suggestion to you, if you wish to travel to India, plan to do some business with India, sporting some skills. Brazilian contact of importance here the way you do both things. I heard that it's not that easy for a foreigner to do this, especially if you go with a tourist visa. How much do you know about Hinduism till date? It's difficult to say how much I know because Hinduism has so many things. I always think that I am in the beginning. If you ask me, I always think because I always have something to learn or relearn. Because sometimes we think that we understood, but with time we notice that we don't know everything. I think it's another something for you to study for the rest of your life. Because it's not just a simple religion, do this and that, and no, it's more than this. What Brazilian storybooks teach about India? Is there any mention of India story in Brazilian storybooks? Unfortunately, when I was in school, I didn't learn many about India. Just learned like a very simple thing, like we had the Greeks, you have these Egyptians, you have the Indians. That was a big empire in this year, but not much. Very basic information, very poor. I didn't learn basically nothing about India in school. Because here people learn more about Europe since they colonized us and Europe culture is more popular. You learn more about them, especially in United States. A lot of United States. But I think in India people don't learn much about Brazil, right? Yeah, Hindus know how to fight and they should be united and fight together to save their culture. Yes, especially the new generation because the new generation has more probability to lost themselves with the Western influence. The man who ruled. Maybe you can bring business of beer, making Brazil special to India. Think on this line. I don't drink alcohol, guys, so I will not work with this. You have to learn some Indian vegetarian food so you can easily live vegetarian, not get bored. Yes, I think the best vegetarian recipe is in India because India people are vegetarian since years. Once I was searching for a different recipe and I found a Indian aloo recipe. It was so good when I did at home. It was with cinnamon and long. I never had used long and cinnamon to cook aloo. It was the first time and I love it. It was so good. Other thing that I learned with India, it was the chai with milk, like black tea and milk. It was like I never saw this mix before and I love it. The golden milk too. I did paneer at home. Very good. I want to do again. but still I can do the paneer, I can do the chai, but the roti is still difficult for me. Always becomes hard. Cleaning the comment section, Jiji. Thank you, Vinay. Ronaldo is greater finisher than C. Ronaldo. I don't understand much of football. Anyone has their preference. I also stopped eating non-vegetarian after listening to Praman and Maharaj. Yeah, it's a difficult decision. Isn't Europe declining, like their economy, their social values at all? Some days back I heard that Europe's not secure anymore like it was in the past. All countries have problems. Nothing's perfect, has the better months, worst month. I don't care much for Europe, honestly. I think you should think more in our countries. Europe already took control too much of us. Are you still studying? What's your course name? Cosmetology. What do Arabs do in Brazil? You had a immigration from Lebanese people in the past. So the Arabs have a little bit of influence in Brazil. People here love the kibe, and other Arab foods like sfiha, rangranje, hi Anil. Wait, how did Arabs come to Latin American? And could you explain? It was in the past, I don't remember exactly, but they come especially for Brazil, I think Mexico and other, especially the Lebanese. Some want refuge, others a better life. Like the Jewish also came. But they are not big, I think some million, 1 million or more. Something not that much. Now we see more people from Syria because of the war. Ronaldinho, Kaká, Carlos, Dida, yes, the best ones. Reacts on the comb for the large religion gathering of Hindus. It's a good thing to react, Kumar. Because what European developed numerous wrong information about India, why they think Indians call in scammers. Do you think their media play an important role? I think the media, yes, because in Brazil the stereotypes about India is not that different because as I say in the beginning of this live, in general, what you see here in the media about India is the scammers, rape, call. They don't show India's full thing. And don't have many Indians here in Brazil to help to give better information. But with time, things are getting changing. With the internet, people can see more, learn more, travel more. Hope Kumbh Mela goes well. Yes, India has a lot of vegetarian food. That's so cool. They have a lot to learn from them. Brazil vs Argentina. Try Gobi. I heard Argentina is a very racist country. Guys, my phone is 9%. I need to go. You already speak for 3 hours, 14 minutes. Wow, it's too much. What's your view on non-vegetarian, especially beef? I am vegetarian. I don't judge people that chose to eat meat, especially living in a country that so many people eat because some countries are more difficult to find good vegetarian, or it's difficult to find good vegetarian food. I think it's a personal choice. People need to understand if they want to follow this, they need to have short and eat well. I love non-vegetarian. I am vegetarian. It was not that difficult to become vegetarian for me, but for some people it's, especially people in Brazil, the people love beef. Read Sanjay books. Sanjay books Ocean of Churn Seven River. Okay, it might be easier if you try making the roti using liquid though. I already try. I think I need to keep trying. I don't know. I already did more than two recipes. Still weird. It's be hard. To be real, I'm not vegetarian and Hindu is never forced to be. Yes, you have the right choice. To go to Iskon temple. I want to go and I'm going to show you. India is more of a wheat and rice country, whereas South America, including Brazil, are maize dominant country. Are you correct? Yes. No, here we eat a lot of rice too. A lot. Beans, grains in general. Sister, do you listen to Hindu songs sung in Hindi? And if you have heard, how do you like it? I know some Indian songs, bhajans and Bollywood songs, but I try to listen and read to learn more the language. Corn eaters, they eat more. Yeah, here we have a lot of corn. In childhood, I live with my nanny and nana. Nana family member eat chicken, that's why I eat. Now I left non-vegetarian. It's good. Veg food, but you know first has yes, listen to Narsi songs, has Narayan songs and several good other songs. Thanks for the recommendation. Why do you think that Argentina is very racist? I already heard a lot of people that when they're saying this. Are you vegetarian, Gigi? Yes, I am. Says choice is yours if you want to be vegetarian or not. At the end of your life, you have to live. Yes. Did you make a vlog when you visit is contemplating Brazil? I will do. I will do. Science organization spread fluency in the rest of the raspberries. Archaeology studies is natural that India has more vegetarian compared to the rest of the world. Yes. Can you make video on couscous? Yes, I ate in the morning actually. Go to my Insta and I will show today because I still have a little bit cooked. Um, wow, my phone is 7%, guys. What's Brazil relationship like with Venezuela and why is Venezuela so heavily sectioned by us? This story is very long. I cannot give you. But Venezuela, it was socialist for some time. So recently, now some people, can you hear? I think it has a connection problem. So Venezuela, it was socialist, had a dictatorship till some time. That's why the United States put some sensation there, and now some people from Venezuela are coming to Brazil to live here. But this story is a little bit big. I cannot reply now because I need to go because my phone, I need to put charge. But basically, it was a dictatorship in Venezuela for a long time. So the country has a lot of problems. But I think now it's going to change, but still have many political problems like because of the dictatorship socialism. I think it's not socialist anymore, but it is not a democracy like we are. My real name is Gislaine, cooking video. Good idea. I think this is better for Insta. Good evening, SDD. In which age you had gone through baptism? I never did baptism. That's why I am considered pagan, because in Brazil, pagan is people that didn't do the baptism. In Brazil, vegan food is so limited. Yes, still we have more than the past, but still is not that much as should. How cold is it in Brazil? It's hot today. It's a little bit cloudy, but it's hot today. But I don't know. Stark metacaut. In Portuguese in Brazil, it's the funniest drum I have ever seen. I never heard. So found Indian things in Brazil. I think you find more English. Oh, my phone is in 5%, guys. I literally today we talk a lot. 3 hours and 9 minutes. Shiva Tandava Strotam by Shankar Mahadev is very good, this one. How does any share PDF files only if you? In my Insta is the same as no low battery. Yes, low battery. So guys, I need to go because my phone is literally in 5%. I need to do my lunch, put my phone to charge, and I will be there today in the Insta. So if you don't follow me there, go to namaste.gg and going to find me there. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love to talk with you about so many things. Saturday, if God give us the permission, going to be here again, talk about different things, different topics. Bye guys, see you later. Be here in the Gita Live Thursday. Bye guys, I love to see you.